Phone charger, where are you? Way down there. Why are you down behind my bed? How dare you be behind my bed? This is why I did not want a bed frame. Well, because, like, I just had the box spring and the mattress on the floor, and it was the perfect height to where it didn't block the outlet. And then here comes my dad, just like, you need a bed frame. And then he comes over with the metal bed frame, breaks the fucking covering to my light in my room.
Oh my god!
I just look at him, and I'm like, bruh.
Don't you love it when the dads just want to do something and they mess up so fucking bad while they're doing it?
And then on top of that, it has wheels because, you know, it has to move, but like it keeps scratching the fucking wall. I'm like, I'd be doing better without a bed frame.
Yay, so that's how we're starting the stream. What's going on, everyone? Hey, you.
Yes, kids, remember, bed frames are bullshit.
Bed frames are bullshit. Oh, so yeah, so Tiff, I did a lot of grinding between the last 2 weeks.
So it's not going to be horrible.
I hope not. I don't know, because we're about to fight Vanitas, and you know how much that boy loves to juke around. You know how much he likes to break ankles.
All right. What did you mean about Terra being a different person?
Where is he hiding? Right behind you.
I said, idiot. The Terra you
He pulled a Batman on him. Goddamn.
No, so I was playing, when I was playing Lego Supervillains when I first got it, you know that the villains of that are the well, they're called the Syndicate, pretty much. It's the evil variations of the Justice League. So, like, it's like Ultraman, Owlman, all that.
Yeah, Owlman, all that shit. I remember that movie.
And it's funny because they trapped the Justice League and the Syndicate were taking over to look for something for Darkseid. And Gordon was talking with Owlman, and when he was it was just funny because he was talking with his back turned to Batman. And he looks around, and Batman's still there. I mean, not Batman. Owlman's still there. And he's just like, huh. And Owlman's like, what? I don't know. Usually he disappears at that point.
Yep.
And then Owlman's like, oh, cool. I'll get going. And he's like, that's what it's like to finish a conversation.
Still, my favorite one was from the newest Batman movie where it cuts to him hauling ass to the police station.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm just like, that is fucking beautiful because this is a fresh Batman who doesn't know the fucking just disappearing technique yet.
No, right?
So he just fucking. Granted, he punched Gordon because he wanted to keep his cover, I think.
Yeah.
And then he just fucking started hauling out.
I know, I love it. Yeah, because even Gordon was just like, you didn't hold back? I was holding back.
Yeah. Like, Batman, if he really wanted to, could probably punch your jaw off.
No, he could. Okay, like, I know I just won that fight, no problem, but, like, I love Vanitas' theme so much.
He still was trying to attack you after you won, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's how this cutscene happened. He attacked after I won, and I got my ass knocked out. It makes sense. He attacked with the bell. It's like hitting someone with the bell rings, man.
Yeah, that's a...
Oh my god.
It'd be different if you're mid-swing and the bell rings.
Oh shit! Well, there goes Ventus. Short game.
And he's dead.
I love how the fire was reflecting off of his mask. That looks
That's
so
actually
cool.
kind of cool.
It is. Mickey!
Mickey saved him. Don't worry, you're safe.
You owe me your soul now. You must sell your soul to the Disney Corporation.
To the Disney Corporation. Your soul is mine.
In gameplay, whooping their ass. Meanwhile, lore, you get your ass. That's okay. That's every fucking JRPG ever.
That's pretty much, like, especially when you do all the side quests.
I know. I hate. That's why I hate forced lost battles like so bad, dude. Like, I don't understand why forced lost battles can't just be cutscenes. Because when you finally fight the guy for real and you end up beating him, you feel accomplished because you're like, damn, like in cutscenes I couldn't do anything, but now in actual gameplay I can actually do something to him. Whereas there are some moments where it's like, oh, okay, we're fighting him. Oh, I'm whooping his ass. Oh, we won. You actually lost. I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, it's like a fucking, so after I beat Sephiroth, this is like a month ago, I watched another video of somebody who was max level fighting Sephiroth. It made it look like my attempt was nothing. Like, I was like a small, innocent child trying to fight. Meanwhile, this man was bending over Sephiroth.
Also, I know we're glossing over the fact that we're fighting alongside Mickey right now.
Don't get used to it.
I know, right? Oh yeah, get his ass!
If the money isn't here, I don't want it. Fucking Mickey has the same moveset as fucking Yoda. I swear to God.
No! Yes! Mickey fights like Yoda, and freaking Xemnas has lightsabers for weapons. Meanwhile, Kingdom Hearts fans, oh, they're called ethereal blades. They're fucking lightsabers! There's a reason why someone made a Darth Vader mod for Xemnas.
Just like, actually...
Actually, they're called ethereal blades, and they're made from nothingness.
It's like in D&D where they're just like, actually, your sorcerer points. It's like, I'm not calling them sorcerer points. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I'll call them sorcery points as soon as you get laid.
The name's Ventus. What's yours?
And no, holding hands with your mom doesn't count.
I see you've got a keyblade.
Oh my god!
We're getting spicy today!
I think it's because I watched Lythero before I even hopped on PlayStation 4.
I ran off too.
We are just spicy today!
Because I watched the Lythero video where it was him and his friends fighting against the 3 idiots, and he was playing 16, of course. He was going heavy. He misses and he starts getting the shit beat out of him. He's like, help! Help! Pain!
It's like Then, thanks for saving me, Mickey. You're welcome. Now give me your soul.
Say what now?
Yeah, you belong to Disney now.
Oh, bye, Mickey. It was nice seeing you for like a couple minutes.
Oh no! They're taking me back! No!
No! I will never be public property!
No!
No! The public property was right there! People with actual good ideas!
Please!
Please! I don't want to be part of this multi-million-dollar corporation suck anymore!
I want to be free!
Free! Like Walt wanted me to be!
And then he fucking gets thrown back, just like, why does Boo get to be free and not me?
I know, that's so sad. That's so sad. Because Disney's like, okay, yeah, we'll let Winnie the Pooh become public domain, yeah, because the author's just like, yeah, because I'll haunt your asses from the grave if you don't.
It's just stupid that they keep pushing back it because they can.
And it sucks. It really sucks. Because literally, because the original was like 70 years, right?
It's about 7. It's the author's lifetime and 70 years.
Yeah, and Disney died in what
I think
year?
in like the 70s.
Yeah, he died in the 70s. So like, okay, so like,
we're getting close to it. It might be different. It depends on when. I think it depends on when the author was around or the creator.
Yeah, so we're almost like we're pretty much going up on 50 years at this point.
I think it depends on, because I think they keep pushing back. They keep adding years to that. So like, say, you know, excuse me, but like any public, like not public character, but any private character that's made now, I think is 70 years, like plus the author's.
Yeah, plus the author's lifespan, but like, yeah, but Mickey has been around since like the 30s and 40s, so technically if it was just the 70 years, they would have been up. But like, if it's going by the author's lifespan, then yeah, we're like in the 50s right now for that.
I'm gonna Google it real quick just to double check we're correct.
Yeah, because I could have sworn I thought it was just 70 years, not including the author's lifespan, not including the author's time alive.
Public domain. Come on, Google. Is refers to creative that are not protected by intellectual property such as copyright, trademarks. That's probably things. Anybody can use. Yes, I understand what it is. What are the rules?
What are the rules?
No permission is needed to copy or use public domains. No shit.
No shit.
What? Like, how does it come around?
Like, what did you type in? Did you type in how long can you keep? How long can you keep IPs?
Public domain. Let's say law. Let's look at law. What is the law? Nope. Generally, if something was published before 1923, it is public domain. If it was unpublished work and the author died over 70 years ago, it is in the public domain.
Oh, okay. So it is 70 years after the author's life. So if Disney like passed away in, like, you said the 70s?
I think the 70s. Let's look.
Yeah,
I know you're listening to me, phone.
Just literally look up Walt Disney death. Yeah, it's just you're just like another thing that your FBI agent thinks of. We're trying to. I know we were making a joke.
He died in 1966.
1966. So okay. So 2006 was 40 years.
He was 65 years old.
Yeah. So okay. So yeah. So we're on the last 5 years. Pretty much.
Give or take. Yeah.
Give or take. So like in frickin' 2028, Mickey should definitely be public property. Even though I know Disney is going to try and say something else about it.
And this is why Florida's giving them so much shit.
Yep. Who would have known? The moment when you realize that Walt Disney was a Florida man, everything makes sense.
What's he born in Florida?
Well, I mean, the whole thing was stationed in Florida, right?
Walt Disney, where were you born? He was born in Chicago.
Oh, Chicago. Never. Oh, well, that still makes sense.
He was born in Chicago. He died in California.
Okay. Okay. Well, Chicago. That still answers some questions.
I don't even know like what country of origin the name Disney comes from.
Well, Walt is just short for Walter, so I mean.
Yeah, that doesn't help a lot either.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm not gonna go deep into it because, again, I don't need the fucking... Not even... Fucking... The FBI is just a fucking attack. Nope. Nope.
You're not going there.
Keep my mouth shut. If anything, whoever's listening to us is Homeland Security.
Homeland Security.
Think about it. Homeland Security for domestic things and CIA for international.
Yep.
Which even then CIA does domestic things. But,
yeah, they do deal with domestic shit sometimes. Well, yeah, I mean, even FBI is domestic, right?
FBI is only domestic.
Yeah, it's only domestic. Only like rare occasions does it ever extend out to like.
Well, because usually if say a criminal goes over the border, they have to get their federal agents, that country's federal agents, to go get that guy.
Yeah, like Interpol and all that stuff. Because I remember
Interpol and all that.
Yeah, because I watched a shit ton of Criminal Minds, so I don't want to say I'm an expert. I just want to say I know enough.
Most of that isn't true, unfortunately.
No, I know. No, that's what I mean.
But the legalities of it.
Yeah, the legalities is true and everything.
Like, this is like, you know, as much as I loved NCIS growing up, the actual NCIS, which is Naval Crime Investigative Service, they're a bunch of pieces of shit.
No, really?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's anything with any investigative bureau in the military.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Hold up. We've got to see some more human organization members. It's Dylan! An Alias! Yeah, that's their actual real fucking names.
It's Dylan.
Hold on.
Zaldan's real name is Dylan with an I. It's D-I-L-A-N.
No wonder why he changed his name to fucking Zaldan.
And then Lexaeus' real name is Alias.
I run along home.
That just sounds like an alias.
And it's not even spelled like alias. It's A-L-E-U-S. I'm like, what the fuck?
So that is an alias. Fuck you. Well, I'm expecting him to show up and say, no, that's my stage name. My actual real name is Robert.
Leave this to me.
Stop!
Oh, time to beat some ass. Come with me, alias.
Yeah, but I do find, like... Oh, there's Evan.
Go skipping off. But that boy...
Never you worry about him.
Unless it's supposed to be said Aleus, but...
What?
His name is Evan, and that's... Oh my fucking god.
Yeah, his name is Evan.
Jesus Christ.
Well, the thing is, again, it's Evan, but it's spelled E-V-E-N. I'm like, that's
Even.
fucking even!
It's fucking Even. His name's fucking Even.
His name is Even, not Evan. Don't try, cause you know,
God.
as soon as Nomura said, their names
Is this a 16-year-old girl naming their first kid? Like, what the fuck?
No, cause it's just funny because, you know, as soon as Nomura was like, yeah, their names are what's it called when you jumble up words again?
Acronyms?
No, well, no, acronyms are when you have the first letters of stuff spell out an actual name. I forgot what it was called. I forgot what it was called, but yeah, pretty much like as soon as Nomura said, yeah, their nobody names are just their real names jumbled up with an X in it, and then he was looking at their names and he's like, fuck, why did I do this to myself?
Probably. The first he thought he was being fucking smart.
Well, I mean, he was being really clever. I'm like, oh shit, that's so cool, I can't wait. And then, like, I remember when that happened, and, like, everyone was trying to figure out what the fuck all of their real names were. And you wanna know what's funny? Everyone was figuring out what their real names were before they even appeared as their real person in Kingdom Hearts. I'm like, that's brilliant as all hell.
Just holy shit. I mean, that's kind of cool that you do that for your community to figure out, but it's also kind of like you should have gave them better names, man.
Well, I mean, that's really the reason why he does it. And that's why I really love Kingdom Hearts, because Nomura does this shit on purpose. Because remember how people are always like, does he do this shit on purpose? I'm like, yes, he does. And honestly, we love him for it, because there's nothing more satisfying than me like actually figuring shit out in the series.
Uses of anagram.
Anagram, yes, thank you. Anagram, thank you. That is exactly what it's called.
Again, y'all are probably paid attention in school more than I did, so...
You got beat up in school a lot, didn't you?
I just fucking remember, the last thing I remember in anything was, I think, English class, at least relating to the subject, and we read fucking The Great Gatsby. That was my junior year. Oh my god.
Don't even remind me. We had to read freaking we had to read The Scarlet Letter.
Oh, I forgot what was the other one. And it's like, I want to see the rabbits, George.
I want to see the rabbits. Wait, is that To Kill a Mockingbird?
No, I watched that when I was we did that when I was in a sophomore.
I really fucking hate these enemies. So
I forgot
much.
what it was called, but like I remember watching the movie after we read the book. And I haven't heard anything about it. And then fucking...
Well, my senior year of English was awesome because we ended up because that was the year when we read a bunch of Shakespeare. So, the ones we read was Romeo and Juliet, Macbeth, and oh my god, what's the one that started with an H again?
Hamlet.
Hamlet, yeah, and we read Hamlet. And the thing is, we read it, and then we watched a media interpretation of it. And the Romeo and Juliet one was so funny, because it's the one that took place in modern times with fucking Leonardo DiCaprio. I watched that movie, and I'm like, what was the director fucking on when he thought of this? Because the freaking guns are named after the fucking weapons they used in the book. And I'm just like, what the shit? And then after we read Hamlet, we watched the fucking Lion King.
Jesus Christ.
Because it's true. The Lion King is just Hamlet. It's literally Hamlet.
We were like going through the movie because it was getting closer to the end of the year, and we didn't have in my senior year, so we watched the movie version of Hamlet, and it had, funny enough, fucking Robin Williams in it.
Who the hell was Robin Williams?
I don't remember because I showed up because I had to go to somebody's wedding, so I was gone for like a week.
Oh.
I showed up, and they showed me bits and clips to catch me up. And I'm sitting there like, okay. And then fucking here comes Robin Williams showing up. I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yo, Yusuf actually brought up something amazing. So he was talking about, apparently he said they watched an episode of the Boondocks in his social studies class.
Man, you went to a cool-ass school. I wish I could have watched Boondocks.
And he said it was the episode where Ed and Rummy were robbing the store. And he said, and he was talking about the reference of the war with the weapons of mass destruction.
And no one understood it at all.
No, I get it. No, because of course Samuel L. Jackson does the voice of Rummy. God damn it, I can't. But yeah, Samuel L. Jackson does the voice of Rummy, and he was not only talking about the weapons of mass destruction, he was pretty much doing his lines from fucking Pulp Fiction as well.
I'm trying to remember. Now I really remember. So one kid in my English class senior year, we had to write about certain things, and so he decided to write about why parodies are good for culture.
Uh-huh.
He decided to use South Park as his example.
Let's go. That boy knows what he's talking about.
And it was simultaneously hilarious because he's just like, the use of racial slurs and misdemeaning. I don't remember all the things, but I'm looking at it and I'm like, you're digging yourself into a fucking hole right now with what you're saying. Because that was like our final project of the year, and if we passed that, then we could graduate. So I was the odd man out because we were working in groups. So
sorry,
I had to work with another class, the same teacher, but I had to work with another class of his. Yeah. Because I knew 2 kids in them. I almost fucking failed it because some kid didn't turn in his portion.
Yeah.
And I looked at him like I cornered him. I was like, "You better turn that fucking shit in."
Oh wait, this is where Scrooge gives us the lifetime Disney passes, the lifetime passes to Disney Town.
Oh, here you go.
No, but like speaking of that, because like this is the same class, the same English class where we read Hamlet and all that. But the projects in that class were so fun because not only was this our English teacher, but he was also one of the big heads of the theater department at our school. So he came up with some very funny projects for us to do. Because one thing was that he wanted us to watch a movie. He wanted us to get in groups and watch a movie that has like really like deep meanings to it. You want to know what my friend in my group had us watch? It was me, my friend Riley, and my friend Joseph. Riley chose the movie for us. You want to know what he chose for us to watch?
What did he choose?
Fucking Demolition Man. He had us watch Demolition Man, and my god, is that movie so much more relevant nowadays than it was back then. If anyone has seen the movie, they know what I'm talking about. And then there was another project that we did where it was like an acting project that we had to do. So me, Riley, and Joseph, we were all huge fans of Pokemon. We did a Pokemon newscast for our project.
Oh my fucking god.
And the thing that's funny is that our weatherman was Arceus.
What book?
And we had
I don't know whether to just send y'all a hurricane or a tornado, so good luck.
No, and we had him speak like freaking Ollie William, like freaking Ollie from Family Guy.
It's always!
We were like, what's the weather like, Arceus? It's gonna rain! Why is that? I gotta pee! That was the one line I remembered from all of that, my dude.
I remember my fill in my because I don't know what schedule y'all were on, but we were on an AB schedule.
AB schedule.
I'd have 4 classes one day and then 4 different classes the next day.
Nope, that's not. Nope, we had all 7. We had all 7 classes in the same day.
Yeah, but I couldn't fill in. So for both days, I didn't have a class to fill in. So I went up to our theater teacher and I was like, "Can I be like your student aide for this semester?" And he's like, "All right, fuck it." And he signed the paper and fucking he's like, "Turn this in." I was like, "All right." So he had these kids pull out random things. Like some kids wrote down a bunch of different topics and then they had to go act them out and they pulled them out of the hat. So funny enough, they got a white girl and the stereotypical gay black kid.
Oh no.
To do a mother first giving birth and the father's reaction.
Oh my god, no.
It is as glorious and horrible as you could fucking imagine. Because this girl was getting, fucking doing it. She was doing good. The other kid, unfortunately, is just like, I don't even remember what he said, but, I was just like, bruh, this is fucking stupid. I'm sitting there, right next to the teacher. I wanted to look at him, but I know I don't want to make it weird, so I kind of just put my hand, over my mouth, just like, this is fucking horrid. I was just like, what? Excuse me?
Excuse me?
Yeah, I knew their topic was kind of fucked when I saw the fucking black kid's eyes just widen.
Oh my god.
I was like, I walked over there, because I think he was a sophomore. And I walked over and was like, hey, what's up? And he just shows me that. I'm like, oh, you got it rough, man. And I walked away.
That's so fucking horrible.
And I'm like, who? And then I kind of sat there and was like, who the fuck wrote that? Some kid had to sit there and go, this will be funny, and wrote it down.
Oh my god.
Another one was fucking, a fucking convenience store robbery.
What?
Another one was fucking, a mom arguing with their child.
Oh, of course.
It wasn't even, you could have just been just some weird shit. And then, of course, I don't know why, but since I'm a senior in a class pretty much full of, how that school worked.
Yeah.
Freshmen got their own school.
Damn, what?
I don't know why, but they did. So from sophomore to senior, we were all together. So here's me as a senior kid, and I don't know why all these sophomore girls wanted me to do shit and flirting with me and shit. I'm like, get the fuck away from me.
Yo, Yusuf saying he remembers that in his high school, he was in the theater class and they had to do plays where it was fairy tales, but in the ghetto.
But in the ghetto, for
He
example.
said instead of Rapunzel, let down your hair, it's Rapunzel, let down your weave.
So does that mean she has to pat it too, because she can't scratch it?
No!
I'm aware of what you have to do with that.
No! Oh no!
At least that's better than Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your bush.
Tissif. Tissif, why? Why? I did not need that image. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my fucking god.
God, I am so happy. I am so happy I freaking I'm so happy that I grinded, because my god, I would not be paying attention and I would be dying so much.
You've been telling me to shut the fuck up. Oh my fucking god. I don't know, that whole entire semester was a fucking trip. I was like, oh my god.
Yusuf, don't even say what the fuck, Tissim. You brought this on yourself.
You brought this on yourself. You enabled me.
Yeah, I finally got my counter move. Thank Christ.
Like, I'm trying to think. I think for their final project, they had to, what they had to do was write an article or whatever on an actor and then perform.
I wasn't expecting that, though. Always expect the unexpected with Tissim.
Yes, but they had to write an article about an actor and then play out one of their roles.
Oh, that sounds like fun.
This kid
I would have chosen Johnny
did
Depp.
RDJ in Tropic Thunder.
Yes! Yes!
And he was a fucking, like, straight up country white boy.
Oh no!
Like, full on everything. Corn-fed motherfucker.
Do you know who you are? I know who I am! I'm the dude playing
it's more
the dude.
along the lines of, I know who I am.
I'm the dude playing the dude disguised as another dude.
Disguised as another dude. Like, he kind of sounded a little bit like this. I don't know why he sounded like that, because he was a fucking junior.
Oh my
and this guy he looked like a fucking grown 25-year-old dude.
Oh my god.
So here's him, playing a dude, playing another dude, disguised as another dude.
Oh my god.
And I just kind of looked at him, I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Oh my god. Yeah, so now Yusuf is like, his group had to do Snow White, and instead of the magic mirror, it was Siri.
It was Siri, oh my fucking Christ.
Siri on the desk. Tell me who's the fairest and the best.
It definitely ain't you, bitch.
Your answer is, it ain't you, bitch. It's the one with the pale ass face.
I try to remember who else. I think one girl did Hermione.
No, because like that actually reminded me of a Thomas Sanders thing of the same thing. 'Cause he was like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the fairest of them all? You know that when they meant fair back then, they meant extremely pale, and in that case, you are very, very pale. Sweet.
Yeah. Because back then that was deemed desirable, because that means you didn't have to do any labor.
Yeah.
Which, if you go off of my legs alone, because I don't wear shorts ever.
Oh.
If I were just to dunk my legs in snow, you wouldn't see my legs. You'd think I'd be like an amputee.
Oh my god, no.
That's how pale my legs are. Everything else is a normal color.
That's not even pale. That's just pure cocaine white, my dude.
Like, everything else is a normal shade except for my legs.
Oh my lord.
I just don't wear pants. I hate
pants.
I wear pants. I don't wear shorts.
It's like fucking Poe. Why didn't I like pants? Not only that, the characters had ghetto names. He played one of the dwarfs in the narrate. Yusuf played one of the dwarfs in the narrator. Interesting.
I hated theater. I took it so I had a bullshit class to fucking bullshit in. And I passed with a C. I didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Oh, but like, yeah, I think I mentioned it on plenty of times how in my senior year I was in the Beauty and the Beast play for my school.
I think I remember you telling me about it.
I know I've talked about it in the past where I played LeFou, so it's like I don't like repeating stuff that I've already said, which is why every time when I'm like, oh, did I already say that? I'm so sorry. I always apologize whenever I repeat something.
I just never had interest in the plays. I just kind of go, you want to do some extracurricular activities? No, I don't. And then I would just go to work. They were like, senior year is your good time to do that. I'm like, I have a job after work. The fuck?
Ow!
I remember almost. Before I went to my theater teacher, I went to two other teachers. First was because I was labeled as an at-risk student.
What does that mean? They mean you dumb as shit. That's literally what I
Essentially,
think
they
when
look
I hear
at my
that.
grades and my work ethic, and they go, "He is at risk."
Man,
It's so the teacher I had was fucking awesome. I loved her. Like, granted, well, and I try to be like her student, like with teacher 8 or whatever, but she was working in the freshman school, and she went, "I don't know how they're gonna let me do that."
yeah.
So then I tried a computer teacher. Little did I know, the girl that I dated for a year was his teacher 8 already, and she was in there.
Oh no.
So here she is, like, her and her friends are glaring, like, I wouldn't even say her. It was her friends that were glaring daggers at me.
Oh my god, no.
I looked at them, I walked up to him, was just like, "Hey, do you need a teacher aide or something?" And he goes, "I already got one scheduled, thanks." "Thanks, though." And I'm like, "Alright, thank you." I walked out, I still felt them glaring daggers on my back, and I'm like, "Dude, I don't give a shit."
Like the friends, like, oh my god, the friends of girls you dated are like the fucking worst, dude.
That's the worst one. So, from where my homeroom was, it was in the back of the school, nowhere near the parking lot.
Yeah.
So I had to kind of walk through the school to get to the parking lot. Well, her homeroom was right next to the door, next to the parking lot. So she's standing out there waiting for the dude she was dating then.
Uh-huh.
And I'm walking past. I have my headphones in. I don't know what possessed me to turn them down. Just, I don't know. Maybe out of pettiness, just to see if they're talking.
I guess.
But, so I'm walking, whatever. I'm minding my own fucking business. Her friend looks over to her, just like, "So how did your date with so-and-so go?" Right? Made sure I heard it.
Yeah.
I kind of laughed a little bit, and then my ex went fucking off on her.
Oh.
Vanitas.
She went, "You are not gonna do this in front of him. I don't give a shit. I have no ill will towards this fucking kid. Or this boy."
I want to go with you guys.
Damn.
You can't.
Like, completely going off on him.
Wow.
Not him, her. I was like, I looked back, I was like, "Alright, none of my business." I turned my headphones back on and fucking kept walking.
Damn! Damn,
She just went, "What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Damn, I wish one of my exes was like that with her friends, because my god, this is like one of my first girlfriends, and her friends fucking despised me, dude. I don't know why. I literally had no idea why, because this is when it was like late middle school, early high school, because me and her dated for like a year. And like, yeah, so it went from 8th grade all the way to 9th grade. That's how long our relationship lasted. And her friends fucking hated me. I didn't even do anything that warranted it. I think mainly because they were jealous that I was dating her or something like that. I don't know why. You don't know what the fuck their friends are thinking.
No, the one that said that, I knew what she was thinking.
But literally, she was, and I hate saying this about her, but it was true. She was a really huge doormat back then. So whatever her friends told her, she just believed it 100%. So one day, apparently, your friends told her that I was looking at one of their chests, and that got her to break up with me.
I would argue with, I am a teenage boy with a ton of fucking hormones raging through me.
Yeah, right?
I am going to look, as long as I do not act upon it.
And then meanwhile, in my head, I'm like, I was literally dating the girl with the biggest chest out of all of y'all. Why would I be looking at any of yours? That's literally what I thought. That's literally what I thought. That's not the reason why I dated her. Because my god, she was actually pretty and had a good personality.
I'm not gonna lie, that's the initial reason why I looked at her. In my respect, that's the original reason, because like 16-year-old Tissa was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, that's the thing. We gotta say we're looking respectfully now. We can't say we're looking because we're fucking horn dogs. We gotta say we're looking respectfully now.
Well, in my case, she wanted my number, not the other way around.
Damn.
So I didn't have to do any fucking work.
Oh man.
And then before we started dating, it was fucking hilarious as shit. Cause like, so fucking after we started dating, she was like, "I really didn't know whether you liked me or not." And I was like, "How exactly?"
Man.
She's just like, "You would." It's hard to interpret what you actually mean when you say things.
Right.
I'm like, I thought I was a pretty straightforward person. But okay.
Meanwhile, Yusuf is really handing out. Yusuf is
some
really
real shit.
Yeah, right. Oh. Damn. I'm sorry about that, Yusuf.
No, man, that's some bullshit. Actually.
That is some bullshit.
Because it was funny. Because when I was dating this girl, that same friend, I don't know why, but... So, for clarification, I don't try to discriminate people based on their looks, but when I say she smiled like a horse, she smiled like a horse.
Oh my...
I wish I was lying.
Oh my god. Yo, is it wrong for me to say that one of my ex's best friends was built like a cow?
Nah, because I'm just saying, we be real savage out here today.
I'm sorry, but for real, just half the time when I was around her, I wanted to go.
But fucking, so, like, I remember, because I'd get off the fucking bus, and here is the girl I was dating at the time, sitting, like, waiting for me, like, right inside the building, because it's fucking 20 degrees outside. I don't blame her for not waiting outside.
Yeah. Oh, and yeah, Yusuf, don't regret anything about that. Because nowadays,
high
you know
school
what
was
they
just
say.
bullshit. Don't regret anything about high school.
Yeah, I know. Because you know what they say nowadays: equal rights, equal fights.
Exactly. But, you know, I walked through the fucking door, and fucking, here comes her friend flying towards me, trying to make her give me a hug. Like, she hugged me, I had my hands up. I was like, I looked at the girl I was dating, and she's just glaring daggers at her, and, like, looking at me, and I'm like, I don't fucking know.
That's what I'm saying. They literally act like this because they be jealous as fuck.
And so, I'm sitting there, and then, so, my mom dropped off the car during the middle of that day. And so I got the car during the middle of the day, and, like, towards the end of the day, because I had to go to work, and my mom could walk to work. Or she had somebody taking her, I don't remember. But, so fucking, I'm taking her to fucking, I always went to the Taco Bell right next to the school. That was my bread and butter during high school. And so I'm going there, have her in the car, and she's just like, you know, I know none of that involved you, but what the fuck? And I look at her, I'm like, I don't fucking know, I just got off the bus and fucking here she comes. She's like, I don't fucking know why she does this. And she gave me this stupid ass fucking nickname.
Oh no.
And I'm not saying it because it has my actual name in it.
Yeah.
But let's just say it ends in court. I don't know why she did that.
Okay.
I looked at her and I just like, do not ever fucking call me that again.
Yeah, right.
And I'm just, bro, what the fuck? Like, Kansas was fucking wild. I don't care what anyone says. It was... I don't know how to describe...
Enzo!
Oh.
Well, it's Zexian when he was a little... He's literally a fucking kid in this one. But, yeah, but
Man,
like...
sex has yet to be grown.
God, but yeah, when I said that one of my ex's friends is literally built like a cow, but like for real, like she really did not fucking like me when I was dating her friend, and and I remember this was like years after we graduated, and I hear from her saying that, oh yeah, your ex is now someone's fiance and it's a girl, and I'm like, oh well, that's cool. And she proceeds to say, how does it feel to know that you're the one that turned someone into a lesbian? And and literally, like, without even missing a beat, I responded by saying, well, I wonder how it's gonna feel like that the only person you gotta get with is roofing their ass.
No reply, I'm presuming.
No reply whatsoever, because she has not, because that bitch has not Not my ex. She's sweet as hell. But her friend, the bitch friend.
Yeah.
She has not talked to me in years since we graduated, and that's literally the first thing she says to me. And I slap back at her, and she doesn't say anything else anymore. Like, that was literally the last time I talked to her.
Sometimes, for lack of a better word, these bitches need to know their place.
They do. But, like, for real, I literally meant that. She was only gonna get a guy if either A, she roofied their ass and raped them, or two, she put like 10 shots of tequila in them.
Funny as
Because my God, to me she was a 2. And you need like 10 shots of tequila to turn a 2 into a 10.
Tequila, on the other hand, for me would not work. I'd get very asshole-ish and violent, so it would not work. Next thing you know, trying to get sweet on me, get the fuck off of me!
It's like, well, that backfired quickly, and you paid for all his drinks!
Yeah, you paid for my drinks. This is why I don't go to bars. Because, like, we were on one of our other plants, this week. And, so, the lead guy who knows these machines, he has a bar he always goes to. Almost every day without a beat.
Just follow this
okay.
And, like, let's just say there was one guy who was in our group. He quit, but since that plant is so understaffed, they hired him part-time.
Let's say, I have a feeling we are
Okay.
Because, like, whatever his current situation is, because he's with one of the worker unions. So, you know, if you know how that works,
Yeah.
you know, when you first start out, you're not making a lot of money.
No, you're not. No.
So he needs an extra little bit of money.
Yeah.
So he showed up one of the days, you know, we went to lunch, we caught up. You know, like the group of us that went to the same place, we all caught up or whatever. So we decided to just crash at the lead mechanic's bar.
Okay.
And it's this very divey place. I noticed right off the rip a couple of biker gang jackets.
Okay.
You know, especially if you're familiar with the Michigan area, there's the Outlaws and the fucking Highwaymen.
I don't care about any of that stuff, so I literally have.
Well,
no
you
idea.
tend to just mind your own business.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Yeah.
So then everyone at the bar is fucking with our lead mechanic. He's like, who's the fucking entourage? Eh? Like, completely fucking with them. So the girl comes up, you know, gets all of her drinks and looks at me. I just go look at her and I was just like, can you make me an old fashioned? This is a divey place. She's not gonna make me this. I was fucking with her. And she looks at me and she's like, you're really trying to make me work today, are you? And I was like, I pointed at one of my coworkers, like, whatever he's having. He had a Jack and Coke.
I know you'll be.
I was like, I'm messing with you. Give me a Jack and Coke.
Well, why would you?
But fucking next thing you know, rounds of shots going everywhere. And I'm like, I live a little ways away from this bar. And I gotta drive.
Thanks, man.
I'm not taking all these shots, so... Like, I had 2 Jack and Cokes and 2 shots, and I went, alright, I'm leaving before anybody else orders shots. And then here comes these different girls asking, like, oh, who are these guys? And the lead mechanic's telling them basically to fuck off. And unfortunately for me, I don't have a ring on my finger.
Oh boy.
So I'm glad I left when I did. Because apparently 2 of the other guys stayed, and it was just shot after shot after shot.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I'm 90% sure I could drink every other one of my coworkers that were there, except for the lead mechanic.
Yeah.
And I can drink.
If I ever somehow end up going out drinking with you guys, I'm okay. I'm okay with just sitting in the corner with a Sprite with my keys in my pocket, going, "Yeah, I'm driving all these guys back to their house." I am not a heavy drinker. I can admit that.
Well, because I especially know my limit.
Yeah.
Like, after the 2 Jack and Cokes and the fucking 2 shots, I went, whoa, okay.
Okay.
Nope, I am done.
I am cutting myself off. No need for
And
the
she was about
bartender.
to pour me another Jack and Coke, and I was like, no, I'm good, thank you. And she's like, you sure? And I'm like, I gotta drive home, so... And I'm not leaving my truck here.
Yeah, right.
And especially, it was a Tuesday.
Oh.
So I'm not gonna call my dad to pick me up from a bar
Oh my
on a fucking Tuesday. So, yeah, I fucking left as soon as I could. And then, of course, all I had, like, the lead mechanic took our tab.
Yeah.
You know, he bought all of our drinks. And so all I had were ones and tips for tips.
Yep.
That's all I had. So here I am with 20 ones, and one of my coworkers just gave her 20. And I'm like, this is all I got. And she's like, you know, I had to catch her because she walked away to help somebody else. She was the register. I was like, before I head out, here you go. So she easily made fucking $40 off of 2 of us. Not to mention who else tipped her.
Damn, that's gotta be really nice.
Like, I'm just, and again, I was just like, I don't even want to know how much our drinks are. I don't.
Yeah, considering that I'm someone who also lives off my tips, I always appreciate it when, like, the tips are at least 5 or more. Because, I mean, when I get like a $12 order and they tip me like $2, I'm like, okay, that's $20. I'm like, yeah, that's 20%. But then, like, someone has the audacity to order $106 worth of food and only gives me a $5 tip. I'm like, I actually see red for a moment. I'm not gonna lie. I saw red for a moment when that happened to me. And I was like, yo, whoa, what the fuck? Why did that happen?
Yeah, at one point in time, I didn't make tips in my life.
Damn.
So I know the feeling. My favorite one still is, so I bagged this lady's all of her groceries. She had like 2 shopping carts worth.
Oh boy. Yeah.
And I guess she was there with her mom.
Uh-huh.
And so I got our little cart and go into her car. And she has this tiny little fucking car.
Yeah.
Like, this super tiny fucking car. And I look at it, I'm like, I look at her, I was like, I'll figure it out. And so I spent 20 minutes, like, fucking...
Were you able to find him? Yeah, but...
What's the fucking game with the squares that you had to line up? Tetris. I was Tetrising this shit. Like, I was like, alright, everything heavy is going on the bottom, and then fucking... It took me like 15-20 minutes to get it all right. And to make sure the lid closed, like the trunk closed. This lady tipped me 50 fucking bucks for doing that.
Oh my god, yeah. Those people... Oh my god, and this was even... And this is also why
I knew she was an officer's wife, so they had money.
Oh my god. No, like I'll have to admit, like, old people are like 50-50 sometimes, because you get like the old crabby people who don't give anything, like, at all when they're ordering something, because their retirement money is literally going to everything else. But then you have like these old couples that will literally give you more than you deserve for something.
Well, like the lady who like paid for everything and gave me the tip, she was probably in her 40s.
Yeah.
So her mom was visiting.
You're teaming up now?
Mm-hmm.
So, like, you know, I just remember trying, and I'm like, alright, the milk's gotta go down on the floor. Fuck.
Oh god.
It was just, it wasn't a nightmare. And then fucking afterwards, they were just like, yeah, since nobody wants to collect the cards, who wants to fucking do it? And
yeah, right.
How that worked was, if I had the time, I could go on the line and bag some groceries and make a little bit extra money, but everyone had to put money off of, based on their tip. Usually, you know, let's just say they made $4 on a tip, they had to put 1 in to the jar for the cartons.
Mm-hmm.
So I was making that money on top of that. It scaled.
Yeah.
Because we had the guy who ran all the baggers and everything, he would watch over that jar and make sure people were putting the correct in.
And so long as you have the makings.
Okay.
Granted, you know, if it's like somebody had to put a 5, like they only had a 5 and they couldn't split it, yeah, you take the money out and put it in whatever.
What's that about? Who went and made
But fucking, I would make bank for a teenager. I think one weekend I made $500.
Oh my god.
I know.
I'd made a lot of money doing that.
Yeah.
You, me, and Ven all share the same dream.
Because I just sat there, and then it's a weekend too, so I just looked at them and it was just like, technically I shouldn't have been working extra, but I went, can I just work till close? And they went, just keep your fucking head down.
Oh, well, Yusuf, the reason why Ventus looked so stoned in that scene was that way. I'm sorry, I'll answer it after this, but my boys are coming up!
It's because he is stoned.
Well, yeah, that was when he was still kind of empty when he was first brought there, but... Oh, my boys are coming up!
Is that a wooden keyblade?
It's Lee and Isa! Let's go, baby!
This yours?
Lee, we don't have time for this.
Lighten up, Isa.
It's the man, the myth, the legend.
It's the man, the myth, it's the man, the myth, the legend.
That's cute.
Mr. AXEL! Got it memorized!
What do you think? Not a whole lot.
Oh,
damn, he out here twirling that bitch like a nothing.
Got it memorized?
Oh, he said it! He said it!
Ventus. Okay, Ventus, let's fight.
He's got the little fucking things like his fucking...
Why would
Oh my
you do
god.
I know,
that?
right?
Scared of losing? Come on. Hope you're ready.
Yeah, Yusuf, I don't blame you for not drinking. It's
God,
not for everybody.
God, I wish this was an actual boss fight.
Instead of a cutscene.
It's just a cutscene, yeah.
Like, alright, I'll fight you.
Yeah, but this is so weird at how Ventus and Axel, well, Ventus and Lee were friends before Lee became friends with Roxas. It's oh my god, my brain hurts now. I can't think about it. Oh, hey, Bran, what's
Where
up?
I stood, the only thing you drew was a big L on your forehead for loser.
Damn, Isa.
Laughable.
Oh my god.
Isn't this the part where
He's
you
like, okay,
cheer
enough
me
of
up
that.
or
We must be
something?
on our way.
You're just having a bad day, or that's what you get.
Isa's like, what else does F stand for? Feeble, fool, failure? How about foster parents?
How about flatulence?
Sure hope you don't have friends like him.
Damn. Oh god, did they meet the girl yet from Union Cross?
Okay.
Mm.
Already? I'll see you when I see you. After all, we're friends now. Get it memorized. Okay, Lee.
Hmm.
What is it with you and picking up stray puppies?
I want everybody I meet to remember me. Inside people's memories, I can live forever.
I know I won't forget you. Believe me, I try all the time.
See? I'm immortal.
That's why he wants people to remember him, because he says being in people's memories is what makes you immortal. I'm like, that's,
Ready?
you know what? Kudos. That's interesting, to say the least. Yeah, but I'm wondering if this is the part where Lee and Isa knew about Scold yet.
Yeah.
Because, sorry, she's a Union Cross character, so... Yeah. I can explain... Yeah, Scold was one of the members of the Dandelions during the Union Cross story, and the Dandelions are these special Keyblade wielders that are recruited by one of the foretellers named... oh my god. It started with a V, but... They're special Keyblade wielders that were recruited by one of the foretellers to pretty much... You know, they're an elite Keyblade group of special Keyblade wielders.
They're the elite of the elite.
Pretty well, they're more like special ops, really, to say anything, because they're not known among they were not known among the Keyblade wielders or even the other foretellers. I don't think. I'm not sure, because again, Union Cross is the only thing I barely got a hold of, but the members of the Dandelions was like oh my fucking god, what was the I can't remember the main guy's name. It like started with an E. Give me a minute, guys. Sorry if I'm pausing the stream for a moment to look this up. Yeah, the Dandelions are a group of Keyblade what? Come on. The Dandelions are a group of Keyblade wielders representing each of the... Oh, okay, so they're just recruits from each of the 5 unions. They were chosen because of their aversion to darkness, so they were like pure of heart, pretty much. Almost like the 7 princesses. But, yeah, but... Ava! That was her name, Ava. She's the head of the Volpe, she's the head of the Volpe union. And, Ephemer, yes, that's his name. The leader of them was Ephemer. And Skuld is one of the girls who's with them. Cause the members were Ephemer, Skuld, Brain, who was one of the first people to be possessed by one of the 13 original darknesses, Laurium, who was Marluxia's real person, and then Strelitzia, who I believe is Marluxia's sister, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And then somehow Ventus was apparently alive back then, during that time.
Of course.
God. Like, the story of Kingdom Hearts just fucking baffles me as soon as they introduced time travel in Dream Drop Distance. Because Dream Drop Distance is where the story just goes completely fucking bonkers, dude. But I'm just very happy that I know about these characters because Strelitzia is going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4, and she's going to be Sora's main companion in the 4th game, which I'm really happy about, because I'm like, I finally get to see her, like, do stuff outside of Union Cross. Like, she's relevant again. Well, it's not just Nomura. Well, Nomura's just not confusing everyone. It's the fact that he's making these side games canon. Because Union Cross was a fucking mobile game. He made a mobile game canon.
Make some friends.
And I'm just like, why though?
Forget it.
Don't be intimidated by my magnificence. Go on and spit it out. Then remember to vote Captain J.
Vote?
Wait, what?
That's the only reason
I'll send it.
Oh God, what are you sending me?
I know.
It's as, like, every time I say, be the American that Japan thinks you are.
Oh no.
Huh? That's it.
Let's see.
Well,
I don't want to create my own server. I just want to start conversation.
Really?
No, well, yeah, I agree, Bran. The mobile games are really fun. It's just Union Cross is about to stop soon.
Right. Thanks.
So you made a mobile game that's canon to the story, and you're about to make it so that people can't play it anymore. And I'm just like, why?
Yes.
Why would you do that?
Sure.
And then, of course, there's also Dark Road, which is a part of Union Cross that explains the story of Xehanort and Ericus. Which, honestly, Dark Road makes Xehanort a lot more sympathetic. Because the Keyblade War took the lives of so many of his friends when him and Ericus were still students in Scala ad Caelum. And I know all this is going like over your head because you're like, I don't give a shit about the story.
I'm just sitting there like, this is already convoluted as is.
It's very convoluted, and I love it!
It's just like...
That's just what all of us Kingdom Hearts fans are like. We're like, we know it's convoluted. We love it like that.
Yeah.
I'm just sitting there like, so somebody's sister got it, okay, and then after that it's just like...
Well, yeah, you remember Marluxia, right? The pink-haired guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Laurium from the Dandelions, that's Marluxia's real person before he became a nobody. And Strelitzia, who is also part of the Dandelions, is Laurium / Marluxia's sister. And she is going to be Sora's main companion in Kingdom Hearts 4. Oh, look at Minnie. Minnie looks so fucking done with this.
Jesus fucking Christ.
What?
I'm looking at Minnie.
She just looks so tired.
Uncle Scrooge left it for us, but we can't figure out how it works because it's so complicated.
She's just like, what the fuck am I looking at?
We wanted you to be the first to try our special recipe ice cream.
She's like, shoot me now.
Just shoot me now.
Well, now I'm like, oh, she was upset because she can't try the ice cream. I'm like, shit, if I was promised ice cream and I couldn't have any, I'd look like that too.
Shit.
And of course, Pete's just being a little fucking bitch. As usual.
This machine is busted. It just needs a good pounding.
It does not.
Hey, do you think I could give it a shot?
No, Captain Justice can't fix it.
What the fuck?
Nothing you can do, kid.
Maybe not, but there's no.
I don't want to save this, but bruh, what the fuck?
Better use it. There you go. These are directions for the machine.
Okay.
Oh god, what did you send me?
It's actually pretty innocent.
Okay, well, cool. How to
It's
spot an
pretty much-
American in anime 101. Okay.
That one's good.
That is good. That's amazing. Oh man. Oh god. Now. So technically, what's going on right now is that this is a rhythm game. This ice cream beat.
Oh my god.
Keep the rhythm as you stack up ice cream. First, listen carefully and remember the rhythm of who claps when. Next, it's your turn. Aim with
send me
the
a
directional
TISF?
buttons
Yes,
and
I
press
can,
X to
if
launch
I can
ice cream
find
in the
it.
same rhythm you learned. Okay, I gotta remember this. I gotta remember this shit. Press X just as the green ring closes around the button. If you see the word press, keep hitting X for comp. Okay.
Hold on, Yusuf, I will find you.
Here we go.
I did.
You're up.
What the fuck? Unless I don't have you.
Dun, 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 dun,
There you go,
dun,
send that.
dun, 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 dun.
There you go, I sent you it, Yusuf.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
Jesus Christ, they're schmoovin' with that ice cream.
We're talking.
God. Dun, 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 dun.
I'm guessing he saw my meme.
Yeah, he did. Look, that is the most American room in an anime I've ever seen.
How to spot an American in an anime 101.
Oh my god.
Are they blonde with blue eyes, and do they have the American flag somewhere?
And also, do they have a golden retriever as their pet?
And on top of that, do they have the flag on their person as preferably a clothes item?
I don't think I've ever had such delicious ice cream.
Because I remember fucking that one dude with the American bandana and
You know what?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Hold up. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get some ice cream now.
Oh shit! Okay, I guess I entertain chat. Hello. There are now 4 people in here. Hi. America! Hell yeah. As one wise man once said, I'm all for America, but fuck the government. Yeah. Why the fuck do I have a fucking compressed air right next to me? What the fuck? So how's y'all's days going?
It's not quite the same, but I got an ice cream sandwich.
That works. When the dude from Yu-Gi-Oh had a gun, but before kids, he was pointing his fingers.
He was pointing his
Yes!
fingers. He's just like, stop that.
Like, bruh, I remember when, like, I don't know what Kaiba was doing, but he was in an office, and these guys in suits barge in and start pointing at him, and then he jumps out the window. I'm like, yeah, that as a kid, I'm like, that makes sense to me. If some dudes were just pointing at me, I'd jump out the window too. No, they had fucking guns and they were gonna shoot them. So I'm like, oh, yeah, I would not jump out the window at that point.
A few words with you.
Ventus. Just Ventus.
You'll never take me alive.
Yeah, he just yeets himself out the window.
Other way.
And I'm like, bruh.
Got an idea.
I love the original 4Kids Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't care if they had to censor some of the bad stuff.
It's in the box of cursed things.
Yeah. Wait, there's another thing where he fell from his death. He fell in the water, but in 4Kids, when he fell and he said, ouch.
Yeah.
Justice will return.
It's kind of like... If you look up right now, like, there's a guy out there that 4Kids, like, any type of anime.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hilarious.
No, I know, but like, I just remember eating all that stuff up as a kid because of course the biggest one that they had back then was Pokemon. That was like their biggest one that 4Kids had back when it was called Kids WB.
Yep.
And then Warner Brothers made their own shit and then did Cartoon Network. And then 4Kids had to look for other animes to dub. And so they got Yu-Gi-Oh!, Shaman King, and One Piece. We don't talk about One Piece.
That one is in a box, in that same box of cursed shit, but way down.
We don't talk about 4Kids One Piece, even though I remember the pirate rap, and I loved it when I was a kid.
I remember they changed all the cigarettes out for lollipops.
Yeah. Dreamin', don't give it up, Luffy. Dreamin', don't give it up, Solo. Dreamin', don't give it up, Nami. Dreamin', don't give it up, give it up, give it up, give it up, give it no. Here's about the story goes. We find out about the treasure in the Grand Line. There's no doubt the pirate whose eyes is on. He'll sing. I'll be king of the pirates. I'm gonna be king. Kyle. His name is Luffy. That's Monkey D. Gonna be king of the pirates. He's made of rubber. How did that happen? Yo ho ho. He took a bite of gum fruit.
I remember bits and pieces of that.
His name's always just like a samurai and an L-A-D-Y. He's not shy. The pirate crew coming into anything. He'll be king of the pirates. He's gonna be king.
Do you remember? Okay, so you remember the first, like, for the first season of Naruto, it had its own, like, different soundtrack, right? It was,
yeah.
And then, so if you watch it on any, like, let's say Crunchyroll, it is the Japanese version.
Yep.
It is a way different vibe, and they have different scenes in it.
Yeah.
Cause they just go like, I'm like, okay, when the fuck did Naruto fight a big ass dude?
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, he never did. The closest thing he did fight was fucking Zabuza, but even then, he was like lean muscle.
Yeah, but no, I know exactly which American theme you were talking about. It was like, yes!
And they would just go,
cool!
Yeah! I was a kid, I was like, oh, this is fucking lit! And it was just gonna hit the different shit. And then here comes, we are fighters in the dream.
We are fighting dreamers. Takuru man says she's fighting dreamers.
And meanwhile, you had the darkest shit going on in those episodes.
I know. I think that was during the Jiraiya training session in the
Tsunade arc.
Yeah, it was the Tsunade and the Sasuke retrieval arc.
No, the Sasuke retrieval arc got different. It was when Itachi came to the village after Orochimaru.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's when the Akatsuki was introduced, and you're like, who the fuck are these guys? And we're like,
and then
oh, it's
just Itachi bodies everybody.
No, I know, that's the thing. We see these guys, and we're like, what are these guys gonna do? Kakashi's gonna deal. Kakashi,
okay, we can't open our eyes, Kakashi.
And then of course my boy Guy comes in, and that's when
he just straight up saying, I can fight them by just looking at their feet, and they both kind of just go, what the fuck?
It's just the thing that's amazing is that then freaking Guy comes in, and then Kisame gets a fucking hate boner for him.
Yeah, just because of that. Which I love in Ultimate Ninja 2, where you had to fight Itachi as Kakashi, which was arguably one of the harder fights, and then you got to fight Guy versus Kisame, which was significantly easier.
It looks like our
Because Itachi was bullshit in that game.
I know.
They both already left.
Oh man.
I just loved it so much, and then what gets me the most is Itachi knocked on the door.
So kind to so many here at the Dream Festival.
He could have broke down that door, did all types of shit.
Oh,
He
wait,
politely just fucking...
Yeah, but we're about to see Ventus's ice cream. So remember how Terra's looked like it was some kind of like big ass Rocky Road kind of ice cream? I honestly wonder what Ventus is gonna look like. Because I think it's different for every single one of them.
And as an extra treat, we
Could be.
created something special. An ice cream flavor
Oh.
just for you.
Oh, that's a... Oh, it's like a strawberry... It's like a strawberry sundae thing.
I wish I had my own ice cream flavor.
Yeah, but like Terra had some freaking like Rocky Road looking stuff, and Ventus had like some strawberry sundae, and I forgot what Aqua gets.
The only reason I remember her name is because of Konosuba.
What? What?
Aqua.
What do you think?
Oh, you remember her name because of what?
Of Konosuba.
Oh, no, but that's what's hilarious, because Aqua is like the baddest bitch in this game. And then in Konosuba, she's the most useless piece of shit in all of anime.
She's nice to look at, that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah, I mean... God, when she drinks, I'm like, God, I wish that's the drunk I got.
Quiet, fool. You do not possess that kind of...
Yeah, just fucking, I know I had a drinking partner.
Yeah.
That is enough.
Until I have no
The
money.
drinking partner I want, Aqua. The drinking partner I got, my dad.
If you do exactly...
Oh, I'm still 90% sure. My dad can drink me under the table.
Yeah, of course. That's like genetics. Every dad is supposed to drink you under the table.
Get me out of here.
Like, even at, like, 51 years old, he could probably drink me under the table. Even though last week, fucking, he fell up the stairs, because me, my dad, my uncle, my cousin were downstairs playing pool.
Yeah.
And fucking, next thing you know, my mom's like, hey, okay, everything's good, we can eat. And I'm first one up there. Next thing you know, I felt something hit my sock. I was like, what the fuck? My dad fell up the fucking stairs. Didn't spill a drink. Didn't spill a drink, like a drop of his drink at all. He saved that, but he's like semi-sliding back down the stairs. And I look back and I was like, what the fuck? And both me, my uncle, and my cousin were fucking giving my dad shit like, dude, how much did you have to drink before we got down there? Like, what the fuck? It was just like, what the fuck?
Anyway,
that's not compared. What's up?
Oh, he's talking. Yeah, no worry, Yusuf. We saw what you said about the Snow White stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just busy talking about our stuff too.
Like, I remember when I was a kid, and I'm sitting downstairs. I had been in elementary school, so I'm sitting down there eating my bowl of cereal, watching Transformers. Cause I just got out of the shower, and I was like, all right, I'm in my school clothes. I can eat, and then I gotta wait for the bus. So I'm sitting there, eating my, I think it was Count Chocula or whatever the fuck I was eating. I don't remember. But fucking, I'm eating it, and next thing you know, my mom's coming down the stairs. I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. Then just fucking do.
Oh my god.
So here's my mom in her fucking scrubs with the towel on her head because she just got out of the shower too.
Oh my god.
She didn't spill a drop of her fucking coffee.
Oh my god.
She slid down like 4 steps. I turned back like mid-crunch, like looking at her like, are you okay, Mom?
Oh shit, I missed the 2 words thing, and Ventus was counting like, wait, what? Damn,
and the funny thing was, she looked like she was almost in like the Family Guy dead pose.
I know what you mean. With the leg behind, and arm behind you.
All I see is her fucking towel on her head and her right hand way above her, so she doesn't spill her coffee. I'm just like, are you okay? She's just like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably like one of the best scenarios in Ventus' story. Just fighting alongside Hercules and Zack, fair.
Oh my god, it's skinny Hercules too.
Yeah, it's young Hercules, because we in the past.
You know, in 10 years I can believe he built that muscle, but...
Yeah, yeah, in 10... Well, I mean, yeah, it was kind of like... It was kind of that long in Wasn't it that long in the movie?
I don't remember. I remember the show, like, he was skinny.
Oh, yeah, because that was when he was still in training by... That was when he was still in training by Phil. I actually really liked that show when I was a kid. That was another one that was on a Kids WB, funny enough.
I remember it on, like, Disney, like, XD, I think.
Yeah. Who put the gladiator? Hercules. Who's tearing the
Greeks didn't have gladiators.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, that's fucking Rome!
In which they called him Heracles.
Yep. Well, no, Heracles was
Well, no,
Greek.
they called him Hercules.
Yeah.
But the Greeks called him Heracles.
Yeah, I don't know if you know that the mythology guy. But he did a video on the Hercules movie where it's like how mythologically accurate is the Disney's Hercules movies, and every time when they call him Hercules, he's like, it's Heracles.
And on top of that, that myth was way darker.
No, it was. Well, yeah. And also concerning the fact his mom was kind of a stepmother. His stepmother was kind of a
Zeus
bitch.
kept it in his fucking pants.
Which he kind of can't. Honestly, Zeus is a better parent in the Hercules movie than he is in fucking any mythology, dude.
Any mythology, because he just can't keep it in his fucking pants.
He's a favoritism horny ass punk who does not know how to keep his dick in his trousers.
No. Or tunic, if we're being specific.
You wanna know who his favorite child was?
It was Athena.
Yep. And you wanna know? Yeah.
The thing is, she came out of his fucking head.
Yep. And that's he has so much favoritism towards Athena that even when she led a rebellion against him, everyone who helped her was killed, and she got a slap on the wrist.
Yup.
That's how much he favorited her. She went against him, and she got a fucking slap on the wrist for it.
Meanwhile, she's looking at Ares just like, I don't know if you're my actual child, and Hera's just looking at him like, the fuck?
Training sessions for a while. Wouldn't be fair if I helped you and not him.
Drink some water. Water.
Hey, cheer up. So you gotta fight a couple of matches, no big deal.
So all I gotta say is, like, Greek mythology is just a whole different type of mess, man.
Sure.
Thanks, Ventus. I'm Hercules. Herc for short.
Just call me Ventus.
Yeah, Greek mythology be like, oh, what's your name? Oh, I'm Aphrodite. Okay, what are you the goddess of? I'm the goddess of love and sex. I'm like, okay, understandable. How were you born? Oh, I was cut from the balls of Poseidon. Huh? And then it merged within the sea.
Poseidon, it was fucking Uranus.
No, Uranus was Roman.
Or was it Uranus?
What?
It was along those lines of names.
Oh, no, you know what? Because I forgot. Poseidon and Uranus were two completely different entities. Yeah, she was cut from the balls of Uranus and mixed in with the sea foam of the ocean. That's how she was born, and I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, and she's technically not related to any of the Olympian gods.
No, she's not. Which is why it's okay for her to be married to Hephaestus and cheat on him with Ares.
Just like
I'm like, hey, Hera, goddess of marriage and fertility, you might want to get on that shit in your own fucking house before you start talking shit to Zeus.
Especially one-year-old children that you fucking disowned and threw them off the fucking mountain.
I feel so bad for Hephaestus, my dude. He's literally the nicest god in the entire pantheon.
He just sits there and goes, I want to work the forge. Leave me the fuck alone.
I feel so bad for him, man. Like, especially even when we killed him in fucking, God of War. I feel, he just wanted to protect his daughter. Yeah, and that's also another thing. His only daughter, Pandora, was used like a fucking toy by Zeus to unleash evil and disease on the entire world. I'm like, you're an asshole, Zeus.
Oh, that asshole. That Zeus specifically is an asshole.
Yeah, and I'm
but
like,
he's
I'm so happy
probably a lot
killed your
closer
ass.
to actual Zeus.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm so happy we killed your ass in fucking God of War 3.
In which, technically, according to the actual developers, the Nordic gods are more powerful.
Yeah, and my god, did I love how they did Odin in that game.
I was expecting this muscular man, but no, he's just...
No, they made him more like his actual, like, human disguise in the lore. I
thought when I first saw him, that was a disguise. That wasn't his true form. I was expecting this, like, fucking... Viking-esque warrior to come out at the end game, but no, he's just...
Oh, hey, Gabby.
He's just a man. Hello, Gabby.
Yeah, that's his true form. I feel like posting God of War stuff. Do it!
Do it.
Do it, no balls. We encourage postage of that variety.
I probably shouldn't add the word boy at the end of that, no.
Boy.
Just do it, boy.
Do it, boy.
Do it, boy.
Read it, boy.
What does it say, boy?
Christopher Judge, my god, does he make my manhood feel
Does he make me wish
inferior?
my balls dropped another octave? Yes.
No, but for real, he makes my manhood feel so inferior whenever he speaks.
Like, how much do you know about Ragnarok? Everything?
Everything, yeah. I didn't play it,
okay, well, the game's been out for a while, fuck it.
Exactly.
When Atreus fucking runs away from where they were hiding, and then here comes Kratos coming out the door, yelling, boy, I wanted a boss fight, and it just said father, and you couldn't do damage to Kratos. You could only stun him. Do you know how glorious that would have been? Like, Atreus not able to actually hurt his dad.
Oh my god, that would have been amazing.
But he can only stun him.
Oh my lord, no.
Because then that would imply Kratos is still holding back.
Yep.
Like, he doesn't want to kill his son.
No.
But and like towards the end of it, maybe have a cutscene where he actually gets semi-serious.
Yeah, right.
And to where Kratos accidentally throws him through the door or some shit, out of rage. Just like, alright, fine, you wanna go? Fuck!
Well, technically we kinda had a fight with that, but it was the reverse, and he was kind of a bear.
Yeah, true, but at that point Kratos didn't know.
Yeah, he didn't.
So Kratos just presumed, oh fuck, a bear, I need to deal with this now. Which I don't care what everybody says about, oh my god, this isn't the Kratos I grew up with. No, I like the calmer Kratos.
I do too. It goes to show how much he went through since the original game series.
Like, you gotta think, this man genocided his homeland.
Yep. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I don't know if you know the infamous mayonnaise guy on YouTube, right?
No, I do not.
Shit, well, I forgot his like actual YouTube name, but it was like something Mayo, and he gave God of War a really bad
you tell me
review.
about this. He was saying it was all types of shit.
Yeah, he was.
It's like, yeah, technically, it is like whatever you want to call it, like an interactive movie. Okay, whatever.
Okay, whatever. But I mean, that's
you can up the difficulty and do a bunch of side shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd only fucked around with at least 2018's God of War, the hardest difficulty.
Yep.
Oh boy, did I get my ass kicked.
Oh.
Like, that is no joke as difficulty. And so I don't know what, like, if you're just going off of normal or, you know, hard or whatever.
Yeah.
But
it's like the guy even said he played the game for only 2 hours and he decided, hey, I'm gonna do a review on this game and completely shit on it. And I'm like, yeah, you better get ready for the entire internet to shit on you too, because you only played the game for 2 hours, so your thoughts on it are kind of fucking invalid.
It's just, I'm like, I was very skeptical, keep in mind, when 2018 was like, hey, we're making a God of War game and it's coming out pretty soon. I was like, I don't know if you should.
Yep.
And then I played it and I was like, holy fuck, I actually genuinely enjoyed it.
Yeah, I will admit, I was a little skeptical too, but I'm just happy we were getting another God of War game, you know?
And then Ragnarok came around and fuck, that's all I fucking played. Because I was like, you know, I'm still keeping my expectations low because I can't be disappointed if they're rock bottom.
Yeah.
I'm expecting something out of this game, and I'm going to get it.
Yep.
And,
oh shit, I got stunned! Sorry.
Fuck.
Continue.
But sure as hell, I got it. I liked Ragnarok for what it was. I do wish they did another, like, trilogy out of it.
But I mean, hey, we're going to Egypt next, I guess.
Like, I would have liked if it was a trilogy, so, like, you know, the build-up to Ragnarok.
Yeah.
To where you can learn more of the characters, everyone gets a little more fleshed out.
We probably could have started fighting some of the other... We could have probably started fighting some of the other Greek gods. Maybe the final boss could have been Thor.
Yeah, the final boss would have been the start of the end of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah, for, like, you know, so you're fighting Thor at the end of the game, but you start learning some of the things he went through.
Yeah.
You know, and maybe you encounter Odin here and there.
Or you just still hear about him and stuff like that, kind of like...
Oh, I feel like encountering him at this point, because at that point, you killed 2 of his grandsons and his son.
Yep.
So there ain't no way he's not going to show up.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think about, like, what other gods they probably could have done. I mean, we didn't even... I mean, we saw Sif. I know we saw Sif, but, like... She was more of an ally in Ragnarok than really an enemy.
She was indifferent towards until Ragnarok came around.
Yeah.
Like, actual Ragnarok came around.
Yeah. But like,
because at that point she went, I'm taking whatever Asgardians we can, and we are fucking leaving.
But yeah, I mean, Heimdallr was a really good choice.
That would have been a good one, like a good final boss where Kratos killed him.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, maybe.
And so you could sit there at the end of the game and be like, is Kratos going back to the way he was?
Mm-hmm. Like, that's kind of what he was feeling when he did kill Heimdall in Ragnarok.
I mean, granted, that was very justified.
Very. Fuck Heimdall. But the thing is, I'm not saying fuck Heimdall. I'm saying that as like, he was a guy you love to hate.
Yeah, like for the voice actor that did him and how they wrote him, they did an excellent antagonist character. Yes,
he was a character you love to hate. And it was amazing when you finally got to fucking punch his lights out after just the fucking insanity that was Atreus versus Haim.
Yeah, like, and I loved it too because Kratos was patient.
Yep.
He just went, alright, so these combos won't work, and so if you notice again, he does a tighter attack. So Heimdall has to block.
Yep.
So he goes, okay, so he's reacting to what I'm doing.
Yep.
And then finally he gets the hit in.
Yep.
That was it. After he got the hit in, Heimdall was dead.
Yep.
He was going to die.
Oh my god, and just that last scene when he was choking Heimdall out, and Heimdall looked into his eyes and he goes, monster.
And fucking, if I was Kratos, I would have been like, yeah, I'm a monster, alright. Like, because even in 2018, he straight up told the illusion or whatever, the hallucination of Athena. He's like, yeah, I'm still a fucking monster, but I'm not yours anymore.
Yep.
Like, Kratos, like, for lack of a better word, is a fucking bear. He's a fucking apex predator.
He is.
You leave the fucking bear alone, it leaves you alone.
Yep.
Good. You gotta kill him.
That's all he asked. He just went, I
That's what
want
he
to
was
be
like
left
with Boulder.
alone.
All he just said was, leave my home.
And then he got hit twice.
And then he knocked fucking Boulder on his ass, and he goes, I warned you.
Warned you. Yeah, like, if this was Greek Kratos,
Hey, just making sure.
that would have been hands on, like, as soon as, like, the first warning. He would have been like, get the fuck out of here. And then the dude didn't leave. You're like, alright, let's do this.
Yep.
So that shows so much restraint for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, and on top of that, I think it's the bear dangerous to why cute, why fluffy, because God has a sense of sense of humor. That's why, Gabby.
Yeah. Gabby's like, if bear dangerous, then why cute? Why fluffy?
Because God has a fucked sense of humor.
He really does have a fucked sense of humor.
Now we just need to find a way to where we can breed bears to the way they stay the size of cubs.
Yeah.
And then we're golden. Yeah, they may get a little destructive, but they won't maul you to death because they're fucking 1,000 pounds.
Yeah.
They'll be like 30 pounds at most, so pretty much
and
like.
They're like,
And then, you know, they're the size of a fucking, I don't know, mid-sized dog.
Yeah.
And then...
I mean, like, have you ever, like, held a bear cub before? They are so adorable.
I don't want to ever fuck with bears, because I did a lot of, like, I had to do a fucking science paper or whatever on them.
Oh, God.
They have parasites on them. Quite a nasty ones.
Oh.
And if they get into you, that's it. So those parasites, like, you can touch bear skin without it being cured. You'll get the eggs on you, and you maybe just, like, rub your face or something. You got the parasites in you.
Oh my God.
Like, bears have a lot of parasites. This is why, like, you know, if ever you have bear meat, you have to cook it correctly. You have to cook it well through to kill everything in it.
I don't even know what to say to that, honestly.
Yeah, like these, like the parasites on those bears, like you will see it crawling on their skin. This is why I will never eat bear meat, because you gotta think, bears are not only carnivores, they're omnivores. They eat whatever they can find.
No way I could let my friend fight alone.
So they eat.
I'm a hero.
Oh God, Yusuf and Gabby are talking about Cocaine Bear.
Oh, Cocaine Bear!
That's based off of real
that actually
events, by the
happened!
way.
That's actually a true story!
It's a true story! Cocaine Bear is a true story, by the way.
So however long that bear was alive, it was easily the most dangerous predator on this fucking continent.
You ready? Come on.
Yeah, because apparently somebody was smuggling drugs and fucking did an airdrop. The bear ate the fucking, I don't remember how many, it was quite a bit of cocaine. Like, we're talking double digits of pounds. So 80, 90, maybe 100 pounds of cocaine. It ate it. And so for however long it lived, it was the most dangerous thing on this planet. And I think somewhere, wherever they found it, they have it taxidermied. They have the actual bear that did it.
Oh my God.
They have it taxidermied at some museum. I thought it was something made up. No, it's real.
No, it is real. It's a real thing.
I just would like to imagine what that bear could have gone up against and won, because it's just so
Probably
high.
anything, to be honest.
Like, it goes up to a more dangerous than the killer hornets. Bears casually just eat anything, including hornets.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care.
They really don't.
The only thing that would probably stack up to them is a honey badger, but since honey badgers do not, you know, they're not really any in America, they don't have any competition with them.
That match, Herc.
That's the only thing I think could match the temperament of a fucking bear. Because, like, the only two times a bear would fuck with you.
Gabby's like,
because...
I don't like this planet.
Oh, this planet, I'm 100% believe that this planet was designed to kill us.
Oh,
Just don't run as fast, that's all.
To be honest, look, like, we deal with, like, if you had to give me the choice between getting killed by a tiger or killed by a bear, I'd take the tiger.
Yeah, but I was only
Because the tiger will fucking put you out quick.
Yeah.
It doesn't want to fight. It just wants to kill you quickly and then eat you. The bear knows it has the weight, so it can just put a paw on you and just start eating you alive.
Yep.
Like, bears are easily one of the scariest things on this planet. That's not to mention polar bears, which are pretty much psychotic.
Yep. Yusuf's like, I thought it was just like, hey guys, what kind of movie should we make? How about a bear that does drugs? You're a genius.
No. Like, there's a reason why if it's a black bear, you can shout, make yourself look bigger, it'll run away. Brown bear, just lay down and hope to God you survive.
Yep.
You know, polar bear, you're dead. It'll kill you. And not in a pleasant way either.
Yep. Oh, he's doing the squats!
Hell
Zach's
yeah.
doing the
also,
thing.
do you want to know another fun fact?
Yep.
Moose don't have a lot of natural predators. Can you guess which one is?
Oh, what is?
Fucking killer whales!
Oh my god!
Because apparently in some parts of Alaska, you know, orcas can come through the streams or whatever.
Uh-huh.
Like, because if they're deep enough. Well, moose tend to dive down to eat whatever's on the bottom, like whatever plants or whatever. So that's when the killer whales get them.
What the fuck?
Exactly!
Yeah, dude, a fucking humpback whale is not gonna be able to save your ass in that.
No! Like, the orcas will, like, the killer whales will just go up these streams and just, like during whatever season, I don't remember what season it is, but like while the moose are going across rivers and everything, and just fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get what people see in orca whales. Those things are fucking monsters, dude.
They are homicidal.
They are very homicidal.
Don't get me started on dolphins.
No, those things aren't homicidal.
Not get me started on dolphins.
Dolphins are fucking sexual predators, my dude.
Dolphins are wild.
Yes.
For lack of a better word.
For lack of a better word, they are wild.
Like, this is why, like, dolphins are so evil. Yes, they are. That's why I think the natural state of this world is just evil.
Yeah. Except one thing. There's one thing you cannot tell me that's evil. Beluga whales.
Or capybaras.
Or capybaras. Capybaras are literally don't give a fuck, man.
Because they don't have any real natural predators.
No, they don't.
Like, and it's like, don't even get started on kangaroos too. Because if you see a kangaroo in the water, do not approach it.
No, do not. Don't go
near. It will drown you.
That's like the same thing with... Okay, dude, like, we're on the subject of things that look cute but are really fucking dangerous. Hippopotamuses, dude.
Fun fact, hippos don't actually swim.
No, they don't. No.
They actually jump off the bottom of the riverbed.
Yeah.
And they are still extremely fast at doing that.
Yeah, they're just so heavy that they sink. They don't even they sink. They literally walk on the bottom of the water.
Yeah, and like hippos, like so many people think, oh, it's gotta be like hyenas and lions that cause most of the deaths in Africa. No, it's fucking hippos. And it's usually the kid going out to get water or the mom trying to clean something, and the hippos will fucking get them. The crocodiles they have down there will not fuck with the hippos.
Nope.
And keep in mind, crocodiles don't, like alligator crocodiles, they don't stop growing.
Yep.
As long as food is around, they will keep growing. And they don't fuck with those things. Like,
No, I don't want to fuck with hippos. Manatees are probably the only animals that are chill and cute.
And they're endangered.
Yep.
Like, they legit don't... Like, if they kill you, it's usually by accident.
Yusuf, do not talk about elephants. Elephants are fucking wild cards, my dude.
Elephants are a huge fucking wild card, because sometimes they are very, very psychotic. Other times they're just like, get the fuck away.
There's a reason why back then there was something called death by elephant, which is you will literally be tied down to the ground
and stomped on by an elephant.
Yep, and it is slow and painful
because you have thousands of pounds of weight on you.
Yep.
And this is why they, like, a lot of the fucking, like, look at, Carthage with their general, Hannibal.
Yep.
He had war elephants. Granted, he chose the wrong way to do it, but...
Yeah.
You know, elephants are, like, they're currently, like, in Africa, I think, right now. While they're transporting sugarcane, elephants will stop trucks with sugarcane on the road and take what they want. But if they see a similar truck that does not have sugarcane, they will flip that truck.
Yep.
Because they are smart, but they don't make the connection like, hey, you know... Yeah, and Stitch. Yeah, Stitch is in this game.
Yeah, oh yeah, Gabby just lost her mind at Stitch.
Like, on top of that, I think every animal wants us dead.
Yep.
Except for dogs and cats are, you know, a hand wave.
Yep. Cats are just like, eh.
Because I feel like if cats had the poundage that they should, they'd kill us.
Yeah.
Like every other big cat.
Oh, this is after Terra came through.
You know Terra and Aqua?
So they managed to capture Stitch again.
Hey, is that a wayfinder?
Yusuf's like, there's this video of the story of an elephant who killed an old woman, and when it was her funeral, the same elephant came back and tramples on her corpse.
Yeah, elephants are petty.
Yeah, I was about to say, why do you think the saying is, elephants never forget, because they petty as fuck?
They really are petty.
Yep. But no, for real, like, if you ever look up a beluga whale, those things are just, oh my god, those things are just so adorable.
Yeah, they're the ones with the little bump on their head, ain't it?
Yeah, they're like the pure white ones that just have a big blubber, that just have like a big blubber head, but their brain, the thing is that they're not as smart as dolphins, but they're like right below them.
Well, they're at the point where I think it's, like, how I view it is, there's like, from what I could tell, almost every animal has, compared to us, like, up to a toddler level of intelligence.
Yep.
If you, as you're speaking of that, they're like a 2-year-old.
Yep.
So everything is innocent to them. They're like, okay. Meanwhile, dolphins are like fucking 4-year-olds who fucking destroy everything, are little menaces.
Yep.
Who don't know any better.
Oh shit, now I got trapped.
And now, if we ever, like, say, as humanity disappear, do you know what animal will talk about us?
What?
It's dolphins.
Yep.
They're the only ones that will ever really talk about us.
Yep. That is really fucking scary, dude.
That is very, I wouldn't say scary, because I feel like, you know, you ever met a 4-year-old, they'll tell you the fucking truth. They're like, yeah, we worked around with these weird things that lived on the land. They gave us food and trained us for shit.
Yeah. Well, they say an opinion's no more honest than a child's. Bad. Ooh.
But honestly, when it comes to land, on the other hand, if humans were to disappear, I think raccoons will take over most of the Americas.
Yes, as it should be.
I just think that they are scarily intelligent. I don't care.
Oh, hell yeah, they are.
Like, I remember it was me, back when I did a lot of the things I used to do. We walked away from a house party. It was me and my friend, and we were walking through whatever alleys and this and that. We hear rustling, like metal containers being opened and everything.
Oh.
So we kind of just peek around the corner, one raccoon is lifting the other one up. That one is lifting the lid up, and there's one in the trash can.
I love raccoons, man.
No, what gets better is all three of them get up, look at us. I swear to God, the one in the trash can waved his hand like, move along. I thought it was the drugs fucking with me, but I looked at him, he saw the same thing. So we're both looking at each other like, let's just fucking go.
So okay, so Yusuf is like, okay, so now Yusuf's talking about zodiacs. He says he's a Cancer, which is represented by a crab, and he's afraid of crabs. Bro, I'm fucking allergic to crabs. Yeah, sounds like Cam on Friday night. She's talking about the raccoons.
Yeah, like the raccoons, dude. Like, I don't care. They're taking over the Americas.
They're like one of the only animals that they're like one of the only like mammals that can survive in a suburban environment.
Like, I don't care. Have you ever looked at the hands of a raccoon?
Yep.
I don't trust you with your tiny hands, tiny man.
They're very human-esque. They have opposable thumbs, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. That's why I'm honestly like, nah, we didn't come from monkeys. We came from fucking raccoons, dude.
I mean, we'd have more of a tail, I guess.
Damn.
If that was the truth.
Well, I mean, some people are born with tails. Remember that.
True, but it's usually vestigial.
Yeah. Whatever that means.
Non-functional.
Ah, gotcha.
It's a lot like our appendix that is non-functional.
Yeah.
But if it you know, fucking ruptures, that is all of a sudden a huge fucking problem.
Yep.
Have you seen Over the Hedge? Yeah, long time ago in theaters.
Oh my god, I know he's gonna talk about fucking Bruce Willis's character, the raccoon.
The weed whacker.
This is gonna sting.
It just like, and what gets me is, do you know the only marsupial that is in America?
And what's that? No, he destroyed the brace. No, he destroyed Stitch's Wayfinder.
Damn it!
Fuck you,
the only
Gantu.
marsupial
no one likes
which
you.
kangaroos are a part of is the fucking opossum.
Oh, the possums, yes.
Which they may look nasty. You leave them alone, because they eat like. Their body temperature is so low, the rabies virus has a hard time surviving in their body.
Yep. And
they groom themselves almost every day. So, of course, when they're going through woodage and everything like that, they get ticks. So guess what they're eating? A lot of the fucking ticks.
Yep.
So you just leave them alone and let them do their thing. They may look weird or whatever.
Oh yeah, possums are like one of the coolest creatures in North America.
Like, you just let them do their fucking thing. That, and, you know, much like a little kid that is well mean, I like turtles.
I like turtles.
I think turtles are pretty fucking cool.
We own turtles.
Hell yeah. That and tortoises, because it's bullshit. I think they should live for so long.
Unfortunately, one of our turtles did recently pass away within the last couple years, but the fact that they were alive and with us since I was 5 years old says a lot.
I think Sylvester Stallone from, I think, one of the Rocky movies, he still has those turtles.
Yeah, the two turtles that he had in the movie, yeah.
Yeah, he still has those turtles.
I forgot what he named them, too.
I forgot what he named them, but they had to be 40-something years old.
Yeah. Yo, because, like, for real, turtles live just as long, if not longer, than humans.
Like, don't even start on, like, certain species of fucking birds.
Oh, boy.
Like certain types of parrots live for 70 years.
Yeah.
It's like, in captivity, And meanwhile, their wildlife life expectancy is like 10 years.
Yeah. So wait, ever guys seen that video? But it was a tortoise, and they can't. Oh yeah. I haven't seen it, but I think I know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about. You know, like, you do, like, if you ever own tortoises, you do want to occasionally wash them off. They like the water.
Yeah.
But they,
whenever my mom cleans Franklin's tank, she always puts him in the bathtub and fills it up a little bit for him.
Yeah, but like, the actual, I'm presuming that's a turtle.
Yeah, yes, we named our turtle Franklin.
Yeah, but a tortoise is usually ground dwelling.
Yep.
So, but, you know, they like the water too. They like to go into it and just kind of relax in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my godfather had a parrot. Yeah, my grandpa's wife had a parrot. And that bird should have probably outlived me. Can you guess what they fed that bird?
What did they feed it?
Eggs, bacon, spaghetti.
Oh my god.
Fucking whatever. Like, this bird should have been, like, maybe at most fruits. And this bird had to have been, like, maybe 30-something years old. So, it still had...
From that old show, Yusuf. Sorry, continue.
Franklin, like the old cartoon? Yeah!
Hey, it's Franklin. Yes,
I just remember the mummy episode. Like, they were like, it's not my mummy.
Yep.
But, yeah, that bird was...
Mom is a mummy!
That bird was just... Oh my god.
Was it a menace?
It hated everyone, and it sounded just like my grandfather's wife.
Oh my god.
And, like, we could tell every time my mom would grab the phone to try to talk to my grandpa or whatever and hand the phone to us, that bird would be screeching. And every time we visited my grandpa when we went up here, so me and my sister would sleep on, like, my grandpa has a, like, you know, the couch that can turn into a mattress.
Yeah.
So me and my sister would take that, and then, so, of course, my sister didn't want to sleep next to the fucking bird, so I was forced to sleep next to that damn thing.
Yeah.
And for, like, an hour, it would say, good night. Good night. Good night.
Oh my fucking god.
Good night.
No.
And I'm like, I want to fucking sleep.
I want to kill that damn bird.
And then it'd be like 5:30, 6 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And that's usually when my grandpa would get up, make some coffee, and that bird would be screeching.
Oh my god.
Because it realizes within 30 minutes it's gonna get fed. So, and it would just start fucking screeching and screeching and fucking screeching.
Yeah.
So I'm up by then anyway, and I'm fucking elementary school age. So I'm very pissed off. Because I want to just sleep. And then, on top of that, during the day, my grandpa's wife would let the bird out of the cage. It could fly, don't get me wrong, but it didn't realize it could. So it wouldn't leave, like, how the cage was, it had this extra railing on the side.
Uh-huh.
So this bird would shit everywhere. What does she do?
Oh.
She puts plates on where it would usually shit. Like paper plates.
I don't want to talk bad about someone who's part of your immediate family, but
Oh no, I disown this bitch. I don't give a fuck.
Oh.
Like, it's just, I don't understand this woman. I don't want to get into it, but that bird was the first real red flag when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah?
Because, little fun fact about young Tissif, I never met any of my grandmothers. They passed away, unfortunately.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
But, so, when my grandpa and she got married, I was already elementary school, so I know she ain't my grandma.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I know this. I'm not gonna call her. And she was like, yeah, you can call me Nona, which is Italian for, like, you know, grandma.
Yeah.
So I'm like, me and my sister kind of looked at each other and we're like, we're not calling you that. We're gonna call you by your name.
Yeah.
And it's just gotten worse over the years. I'm like, and like up until recently, my dad went off on her.
Oh.
Because she made my mom cry.
Yeah, that would do it.
And so my dad called her right back and just laid into her.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, after, like, funny enough, I remember because I was driving around. I forgot what I was doing, but I was driving around, and my dad calls me, and I was like, "Hey, yo, you know, what's up?" And he's just like, "Yeah, I think I kind of kicked the fucking hornet's nest." And I'm like, "All right, what the fuck you do?" I figured it was something. I figured it was something with my mom because that's not uncommon.
Yeah.
Because my dad will say something fucking smart, and that does not end well for him. But he's just like, yeah, I may have cussed out your grandpa's wife. And I was like, I stopped my truck, in the middle of the road, pulled to the side. I was like, you did what? He was like, yeah, just fucking just talking bad with your mom and everything. And fucking just, she broke down. Like, I wasn't having it.
Oh, man.
And so I showed up there, and apparently my grandpa's wife showed up to their house and apologized to my mom. Didn't speak a word to my dad.
Damn.
And then immediately left, and then I showed up. So my dad's in the garage working on something. So me and my dad are talking about it. And, like, I'm kind of looking at him, just like, you know, I wish I could say it, but I hear my mom in the back of my mind say, shut your fucking mouth, or I'll smack you.
Damn.
And I'm like, alright, keep my mouth shut.
Oh.
And he's just like, dude, let me be the fucking bad guy. Because, you know, I think the realest shit my dad ever said is, technically, I'm not related to these people.
Oh. That's when you know you fuck. That's when you know you fuck. That's when you know shit's about to happen.
And so, like, because he went, you know, you got some connection, you know, granted, he's went, you know, I've known your dad since I was in high school. Like, not your dad, but your grandpa since I was in high school.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, I have a connection to that, you know, that man as well. Like, I'm not going to try to deny that, but just let me be the bad guy. And I went, like, no, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm a grown man at this point. Let me be the fucking bad guy. I want to be the bad guy nowadays.
Do you
like,
have
some
any
real
idea how
shit
much more
was
fun
said
it is
in that garage.
Well,
like, that's all I gotta say. Some real shit. What were you saying?
I was like, you have any idea how fun it is being the villain nowadays?
Exactly. Like, because there's a few times where, like, my grandpa's wife would go off on my aunt about shit. Like, talking to her, like, telling her she's a bad daughter and everything. And, you know, I can't blame her husband for not doing anything because my aunt, same thing as my mom. Just looks at her and just, like, not looks at her, but looks at him and just goes, you do not say a fucking word.
Yep.
And even then, my aunt has given it back right back to her.
Yep.
I think at one point in time for an entire year, my grandpa's wife told her that, yeah, your daughter is no longer allowed in this house.
Damn.
Because my aunt said some real smart shit to her.
Nope.
And, like, my aunt, even though she is easily 5 foot on a good day.
Yeah.
You, like, fuck it, I'll use their actual, like, technically actual last names. I come from a long line of what they call Rossies.
Uh-huh.
You do not fuck with the Rossies, especially the women.
Oh, okay.
Like, I could tell you stories about my great-grandmother, my great-aunts, the cousins. I think one of them beat a girl so bad in a bar that her sister had to take the hit, like that hit for her, with the police, and she couldn't drink at her own wedding because she was on parole.
Oh my god!
Like that type of shit.
Oh my god, what?
Like, I'm not labeling names, but, you know, and then there's my uncles on the other hand, like some real mob shit and biker shit. Like, it is wild. Like some real, like, Italian mafia shit.
And here, I thought my family reunions were weird. Like, for real. Oh my lord.
Oh, that... You want to hear some wild shit? I'm not going to use his actual name, but one of my great uncles, he's the third oldest, aside from my grandpa.
Uh-huh.
So, he got heavily in with the bikers back in the 60s, 70s, and 80s.
Uh-huh.
So, there's two stories I would like to share.
Okay.
One was, some guy was talking shit about him and the girl he was dating at the time.
Okay.
So he eventually found where this guy used to like to go. It was this diner. Can't tell you, I don't remember exactly where. This is my grandpa telling me this story.
Mm-hmm.
But, so he finds him at this diner. My grand uncle is wearing a trench coat, pulls up, walks in, finds the booth they're sitting at. He walks up to him and just goes, do we have a fucking problem? The guy's like, who the fuck are you? And he's like, I'm so-and-so, so Rossi, whatever.
Yep.
We have a fucking problem. And he goes, him and the other guys are starting to kind of get up. He pulls a shotgun out of his fucking trench coat, aims it right at this guy's head.
Oh my god.
And he goes, do we have a fucking problem?
Yeah, Gabby, after hearing him say that, I don't think I'm gonna be drawing his family.
It's so, yeah, no. But, my great uncle goes, do we have a fucking problem? This guy goes, no, we do not. Casually puts the shotgun back in his trench coat and fucking leaves. Never had a problem with that guy ever again.
Oh my god.
The second time was another guy he was having problems with. So, same girl he was dating with, but she wasn't related at all. She was the getaway driver. He was gonna kill this fucker.
Oh.
So, he knew which bar they liked. I don't remember, like, my great uncle never told me what, biker gang he was affiliated with.
Uh-huh.
He never told me, but he definitely told me who he didn't like.
Uh-huh.
So I could make, educated guesses, and I'm still probably incorrect. So, he found where this guy usually likes to go, for the bar.
Yeah.
Sneaks in through the back where the restrooms are, starts walking down the hallway, he runs into him, pulls out a fucking revolver, trying to kill him.
Oh my god.
The guy puts his hand over the barrel, try to move it. My great uncle shot, split his hand open.
Ah! Ah! No!
And then, obviously everyone heard that fucking gunshot.
Of course,
so
obviously.
Two guys come running around the corner. So my great uncle's trying to get away because he missed his chance. And so he got smacked upside the head with something. He says it's a lead. He said it was a lead pipe because he was bleeding. But he comes stumbling out the door. This girl's just like, hey, are you okay? He just goes, start the damn fucking car. And they get away.
Oh my god, no.
Like,
oh, Gabby mixed what he said about the revolver.
Yeah, like just fucking, like that's just with one of my uncles. Don't get me started on the others, let alone my great grandmother.
Okay, but Gabby, pretty much what you missed when he got cut out because I was saving the game. He said that one of his relatives, they were having a problem with this guy, and his relative pulled out a revolver. The guy tried to stop him from using the revolver, and his relative shot the guy's hand clean in two.
Yeah, like it split it in half. Yeah, the others. Okay, so my great grandmother, that's probably the better one to end off with.
Yeah.
So I come from a line of immigrants. So they came over after World War II. Yeah, from Italy. And my great grandmother, you would never have met a more vindictive woman. Like, there were stories, like, when she was pregnant with my grandfather, they were back in Italy. And so, and where they came from was pretty much hillbilly territory.
Yeah.
Like, up in the mountains. And
Yeah.
so after the war, nobody has shit. All that types of shit. And
I know you're telling the story, but I did want to point out I'm fighting alongside Stitch right now against a giant fucking jellyfish in the middle of a giant ass spaceship.
Hell yeah!
So I know Gabby's probably happy about this right now.
But
because I know how much she likes Stitch.
Don't worry, Yusuf. Some of these are less violent towards people. They're very petty, though. So when she was pregnant with my grandpa, she, you know, her and her cousin, or no, it was my great-grandfather's cousin. She was pregnant at the same time. So you had 2 pregnant women, a couple other people in the household, and my great-grandmother.
Okay.
So they had chickens, and what my great-grandmother would do was collect the eggs and sell them, because ain't nobody got fucking money.
Yep. Makes sense.
And so, you know, my great-grandmother asked her, like, hey, why don't we eat one of these chickens? You know, we got 2 pregnant women in this house. And she's like, no, I make money off of these. I can't. I can't kill one of them. So what does my great-grandmother do? In the middle of the night, she sneaks into the fucking the chicken coop, stabs one of their necks. Oh! Then leaves.
What the fuck, man?
And then, so the next morning, my great-great-grandmother comes in. It's like, oh my god, the chicken's dead. This is disease or whatever. And she's like, well, why don't we eat it? And she's like, I'm not touching it because it might be diseased or whatever. And she just looked at fucking the other pregnant lady and just goes, we're eating this. Like,
oh my god.
With that look.
Oh
so they plucked it, everything, gutted it, ate it. That's not even to mention when she was a child. She was always vindictive.
Oh my
god. When she was a child, this is like a little bit after World War One. So Italy didn't have a lot to begin with, but what the priests would do, especially from the monasteries and everything, the churches or whatever, they would come down and go to people's doors to get a free meal.
Yeah.
So she didn't necessarily agree with that. So, you know, and she would also notice these priests would fish on the river where other people were trying to fish and get food for themselves.
Yeah.
She didn't quite agree with that, so she sat around this river for a while with her brother.
Okay.
And she slowly memorized where these priests would like to fish. And she stole all their fish.
Oh my god.
And she tried to do that with somebody else, except it was people of the more violent sort. So she quickly learned, I probably should steal from them.
Where are we going?
Mm-hmm.
Like, my aunt and my mom would tell me stories of when they're in church, like the basket to donate to the church would come around. My great-grandmother would not give a dime. Because she would see these priests come around, get free meals out of the people who had nothing to begin with.
I'm sorry, but I'm like, my heart is like breaking right now for Stitch.
Yeah,
because he accidentally activated the hyperdrive and now he's leaving Ventus.
No.
Oh, that's so sad!
But you gotta meet fucking Lilo.
He doesn't even meet Lilo in the future games. He just goes to Hollow Bastion somehow.
Damn. Yeah. So we'll end with my great-grandmother on one of the more violent ones.
Oh boy.
This is actually towards a person. Granted, it's nowhere near as bad as, you know, what it should have been.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But so my great-grandfather, granted this man was not a decent man.
Okay, noted.
Just keep in mind.
Noted.
But and also with the company he met, but he would always go to a bar after work.
Okay.
He worked at the Ford plants here in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
He would go to the bar or whatever, and some of his friends would start talking shit about his wife. So my great-grandmother heard this.
Uh-oh.
So she got one of her sharper kitchen knives, walked her merry ass down there, was about to gut the fucker that was talking shit about her.
Oh.
So you know, my great-grandfather's trying to talk her down, and she's like, you get the fuck out of the way. Keep in mind, this woman barely spoke English.
Mm-hmm.
So you can imagine all she knew how to say was bitch, fuck, shit, and you.
Oh.
That's all she kind of knew how to say in a coherent sentence.
Oh my god.
Because everything else was in Italian.
Yep.
And so she went to swipe. My great-grandfather got in her way, got sliced.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, you know, it wasn't anything crazy, because as soon as he jumped into the way, she held back a little bit, not to fucking gut him.
Yep.
So it was this little fucking cut, like, right above his ribs.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Name's Ventus.
And so the police come by. Here's my great-grandfather, just like, she fucking sliced me. At this point, you know, the city they lived in was well known who the fuck the Rossis were.
Yep.
And so, like, she's fucking sliced me, and she's like, ah, shut up. I fucking do worse. It's so fucking, just all types of shit. She damn near killed my great-grandfather.
Oh, man.
And then, you know what? No, one more.
Oh, okay.
So, this is one that's a little more benign. This is when she got a little older.
Okay.
And so, what she would do was, she put, like, everything in different glass bottles.
Mm-hmm.
She would label. So, she's making salad or whatever, everyone's over, she's trying to make this big bowl of fucking salad.
Yep.
She, you know, for some reason, she kept the cleaning material next to the vinegars. Because you can use vinegar to clean stuff.
Yeah.
But she meant to put vinegar in the salad. She put bleach. And so, you know, she's mixing it all together. The youngest out of the 7 of my grandparents' siblings, comes up, is like, hey, Ma, like, you know, the salad smells weird. Like, you know,
yeah,
what you put in it? She goes, oh my god, I almost killed everybody! She put fucking bleach instead of vinegar in the fucking salad. Damn near killed everybody.
God, that's horrible.
She had to been like late 60s at this point.
Oh my god.
And so she's like, I almost killed everybody. So at this point, this was before I was born. My sister may have been born at this point. So it's probably my mom and my dad.
Oh my
in that
god,
group.
that's amazing in a certain sense. I mean, it's amazing in hindsight, now that I'm thinking about it.
And then, you know what? It's related to my great-grandmother, but it's also my sister's thing.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, my great-grandmother passed away before I was born, so my sister was really little.
Yeah.
And so, you know, my mom, like, after she passed away and the funeral was gonna happen, so, you know, my mom got my sister all dressed up, and, you know, in her little 3-year-old, I guess, funeral garments or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, my mom's getting ready or whatever. Next thing you know, she just hears, from the across, like, from another room. My sister wanted to smell good, so she fucking tried to spray coat, like, perfume on her. She sprayed her fucking eyeball.
Oh my god.
So, fucking throughout all the fucking funeral, everybody's just like, oh my god, your daughter smells so good. And my mom's like, thanks. It's fucking... She's just like, my fucking daughter sprayed herself in the fucking eyeball with fucking perfume.
Oh my fucking god, that's amazing. That's a special kind of special.
Oh, my sister, like, people would be like, oh yeah, you know, like, when my sister was low, she'd be like, okay, sweetheart, like, hold my hand, or we're going down the stairs. My mom would be like, no, just don't hold her hand. She'll take you with you. Like, I could not describe how much of a klutz my sister still is.
I can believe it.
Like, I'm sitting there like, how the fuck? Like, granted, I fell upstairs before. I got that to my name. But, like, almost every single flight of stairs, my sister would find a way to fall down them. Like, my mom, like, when my sister went to college, my mom was on the phone with her, and my sister just got done with excuse me, a college player or whatever. So she's locking up. It's the middle of winter in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I think that's where she went to school in college. And so she's walking down the stairs. It's all icy. Next thing you know, my mom heard.
Oh my god!
So my mom, this had been like 10 o'clock at night, and she's just like, "Are you okay?" And she's just like, my sister's like, "I just fell down the stairs." She's just like, "Do I have to like call Kentucky ambulance? What do I have to do?" So my sister had several bruises throughout most of the weeks after that. She's just like, according to her, like full on like just ragdoll down the stairs.
Oh my god, that's amazing.
That's not to mention my favorite story, which also involves me. When so my sister's prom, back in North Carolina, so the weather was getting kind of shitty.
Yeah.
This is prom night, keep in mind. So, I'm on the computer or whatever, and my dad tells me to get off the computer because the weather's getting shitty. I'm like, alright, I don't want to fry the fucking computer.
Yeah.
Right. So, get off of it, go to the fucking TV room. My grandpa and his wife are there. And,
oh, okay, the bitch, alright.
Yeah, well, yeah, the bitch. But, so, if any of you are familiar with what the sky looks like when a tornado's about to hit,
yeah,
it's a green color, a very dark green color. With very dark clouds. And what was hilarious, like, so my mom's getting my sister ready with all of her makeup and everything, and so like, you know, weather warnings, and it's labeling every other county besides us.
Okay.
And so they're like, okay, maybe we'll be fine, maybe we won't. So, you know, my mom gets done with my sister's makeup, whatever, they all come downstairs. My grandpa's looking out the windows, goes, whose insulation is that? Because it's just twirling in the sky. And then fucking, my mom's just like, I hope to God it ain't fucking mine. And then, no longer than 5 minutes later, it labels our county that power cuts out. We had a willow tree in our backyard.
Oh my god.
It was blowing one way, then it stopped and blew the other way, knocked the willow tree over. The fucking furniture, whatever we had back there, went fucking flying. So we all, like, huddled into wherever we could.
Yeah.
Turns out my sister let the garage door open, which was a blessing. And the tornado went up our street, a couple blocks down, like not even a couple blocks down, a couple streets down, and then went over.
Okay.
And
damn,
you can kind of tell the destruction. But
God.
And I will not talk shit or whatever, but it sounded just like a fucking train whistle.
Gabby goes, it's not so bad. Tornado siren plays in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, and it sounds just like a fucking train whistle.
Oh my lord.
And apparently, like, thankfully, my sister let the garage door open because everyone else who had the garage door shut, their doors were blown wide the fuck open.
Yeah.
Because of the different pressures.
Oh.
And so, you know, everything in the garage was fine. The basketball hoop that we had went flying down the street. There was a car that nobody owned in the neighborhood that was upside down.
What? No!
So it picked it up from another neighborhood and carried it with it.
What the fuck?
My dad was talking to a couple of neighbors. Apparently, like, the moment, you know, they labeled our county as tornado warning and the power shut off, this guy was calling his kids down the stairs, and the wife was right there. This dad was, like, trying to grab his kids while they were floating because the tornado went through their house.
Oh my god!
There was, like, 7 houses down one street just completely totaled.
Fuck.
There was another house on that end that had everything, like, for lack of a better word, the house threw up. Like, every content that was in that house was just thrown onto the front yard.
Well, guess who
Oh my
caught sight of
God.
Hook right when he was
We had looters come through,
Sneak in and grab it.
so I think I heard a couple gunshots
Okay.
because people were trying to loot shit.
Okay.
There were definitely a lot of fucking police around.
We were all supposed to go hunt for a shooting
I
star.
remember
Forget that.
the high school was completely torn apart,
Tink, you're coming with us.
and I went to that high school not even a year
That's
later.
not way to respond to an invitation. Come on, Ben. You're more sport than her, right?
Like most of the town was kind of like, I think our neighborhood was put on, like the neighborhood I lived in was on a Time magazine.
Oh.
I could be wrong, but it was somewhere, but it might have been Time, because like what they theorized was the neighborhood I lived at the time was a higher elevation than everything else,
Okay.
so the tornado wanted to hit there.
Makes sense.
It wanted the path of least resistance, but apparently it already tore through quite a bit of different neighborhoods.
Gotcha.
So, with that car, I forgot what year or model or whatever make it was, but it had to sit there for 3 weeks before somebody was able to come by, flip it over, and tow it away. We didn't have power for a week and a half, which was surprising for a tornado.
Yeah.
Which you would think North Carolina wouldn't be a tornado, but kind of glad I live in Georgia. We got a bad weather. We get bad weather, but it's highly depends on where you live. Yeah, because if you, like, same with North Carolina, if you're on the coast, you're fucked with hurricanes.
Mm-hmm.
But Georgia don't got a lot of mountains. North Carolina does. You
Yep.
get fucked with blizzards if you're in the mountains. Where I lived was described as the Piedmont region. So we got a little bit of both.
Okay.
Which, we wouldn't get a lot of snow, but we got all the shitty aftermath shit.
Yeah.
Like, thank God I wasn't, like, we didn't get no shit like fucking Katrina.
Oh, right, yeah.
So I need to tell this dream I had in high school. Alright, tell your shit, Yusuf.
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready.
Let's go. So, because I'm pretty much tired of talking about my shit.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm sure Tiss's mouth is getting really tired right now.
And I got tons of more stories I could tell. Yeah, Georgia gets massive rains. Yeah. Some of my family lived in Cordele, if you know where that is. Keyword is lived.
Oh man. But yeah, so after all that shit, we finished Stitch's World. We're now in Neverland. We're just kind of that's just how like uncaring the story is at the Disney World, because we could literally just talk about anything else.
Well, because it's not relevant.
It's not, no. Alright, so Yusuf is like, so this was in 11th grade. I woke up and found myself in my math teacher's room. And I wonder why when I get up from my seat and walked out. Okay.
Okay.
Mickey's Star Shard?
That must be oh my god, Tinkerbell, I see her.
Oh yeah, when Ben first arrived there, she tried to kick his ass awake in the face.
Damn.
Oh, hey, Captain Hook.
Let Tinkerbell go.
What's up?
One of Peter Pan's brats. We'll tell that cowardly sparrow if he wants his precious...
I blame Tinkerbell on my taste of girls.
She's feisty. Very feisty.
Yep.
Scram.
I get to the parking lot and look up and
see a lot of airplanes, and for some reason the planes blew up. What the fuck?
What type of fucking M. Night Shyamalan movie is this?
That's not even M. Night Shyamalan.
No, I'm saying that because there's some fucking stupid ass twist.
Oh yeah.
Turn
one by one, and I'm just like, and casually.
Whatever. Take me home.
What the fuck?
That's usually how dreams go.
Yeah, it's like when you're in a dream, you just don't question anything for some reason until you wake up, and you're like, what the fuck?
I don't know. There's a video up on your channel about Pennywise.
about Pennywise trying to grab your pants.
Yeah, just like, all right, fuck it. I'll retell it for chat. And
yeah, because
video.
that was just a short.
That was just a short, but like I just went to sleep. I don't know why, but it was Tim Curry's Pennywise, and I was in that sewers like from the '90s one. And for some reason, Tim Curry wanted my ass, like in a sexual way. Like he was after me, and like I'm going running, hauling ass or whatever, and like in a dream, you don't run how you should.
No, never.
You're
ever.
not running as fast as you should, or whatever. Yeah. And fucking, the only time I woke up was as soon as he dropped my pants. I woke up in fucking sweat and panicking. Like, what the fuck? Another classmate said there's something going on in my head.
Oh my god. I still remember when you told that to us that we were fucking playing Warframe, killing all these goddamn infested, and we're all just like, hey yo. Me and Randall was just like, hey yo.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there like, this hadn't been like 3 in the morning for me in our work week, so I'm sitting it like straight up in my bed like,
how old were you?
Fuck? How old was I?
Yeah.
I think it was a couple months before you posted that.
Oh, okay. It's okay. So you're a recent age. Oh shit. All right.
Yeah. So I'm sitting there like sweating my balls off. Like, holy fuck! What the fuck just happened to me?
Well, then again, I guess that's not as bad as the one dream I had, where I dreamed about getting my face caved in by a lead pipe after coming out from a convention, walking in a car at night.
Yup.
Like,
for some reason,
like, that was
dreams are really real like, to us.
Yeah, it's like I saw the lead pipe coming, I got knocked out, and then I wake up, and I'm like, what the fuck was that? Why did that feel so real? I hate dreams sometimes, man.
I hate to be the one to be like, it's a parallel universe, but parts of me think it is.
No, but see, now I'm nervous, because there's sometimes where I have dreams when I was younger, and then I for some reason feel like, wait, I could have, like, I have a deja vu moment, you know?
I hate those ones because it happens to me all the fucking time.
So now I'm just like, oh shit, I'm gonna get fucking mugged in the future after a convention.
Well, that depends on who's around you. If I'm around you, guess what?
they getting capped.
Well, I can't have a gun in the convention.
That's true.
But whatever I have at hand, or even my own fist, I will get violent very quickly. I may not be able to do much. I ain't gonna talk myself up, but I will get violent.
Yeah.
I may only punch like butterflies, but boy oh boy, will I try my hardest. Like, there's a few times where, like, I had a dream where, like, I'd be at work, and I'm just working or whatever, and then I go to work that next morning, and I'm working on that fucking problem.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I swear to God, I just fucking did this.
I know, right? I hate it. I just hate that feeling, man.
It happened to me all the time in middle school, too.
Like, it's shit like that that makes me want to believe in conspiracy theories, and I'm like, no.
I got my tin full of hats somewhere.
Then I'm too late.
Because you already know. I'm very conspiratorial.
Gotta be an ambush.
I love me some conspiracy theories. Especially when they start making sense.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
Like, one of my favorite, well, it's more of a theory. I forgot what it's exactly called.
It's just a theory!
But it's not the Fermi paradox. It's something, I forgot what it was called. But, basically, it is anytime a civilization makes enough noise, something in the universe comes and takes it out.
Oh.
And that would explain why we haven't received any type of contact from anything beyond our world. So, you know...
I just, honestly, shit like that just fascinates me for some reason.
It's very interesting to think about.
It is, but like, it's scary at the same time.
What if the first time we ever make first contact, and those beings tell us, be quiet before you attract it? And they leave.
I would be shitting myself, to be honest.
Like, what would we do? Like, that would shake humanity to the core.
I can't believe we're talking about this shit.
I'm just saying, like, some of those theories and everything are very interesting. Hey, what's up? You missed quite a bit of shit, my dude.
Yeah, Orochi is one of my Musou friends. Because his user file is fucking Orochi from Warriors Orochi.
I just presumed it was from For Honor.
Oh, no. Wrong Orochi.
But, like, those, like, even the Fermi paradox is very fascinating if you get into it.
Yeah.
Because basically it says that a species has to hit a wall. If they get past the wall, then they're interstellar. If they're not, then they fail. That could explain a lot as well. But I personally, I like despite what people talk shit about Dead Space 3, I think Dead Space 3 plays it perfectly. There is probably an apex predator out there.
Yeah.
And it just destroys whatever it can, so it can stay on the top.
Yep.
We may just be lucky enough that we're way out in the middle of fucking nowhere.
Hold on. I gotta stop that cannon.
And we may not even have to reap the repercussions of it in our lifetimes.
Mm-hmm.
I hope to God we don't.
Oh, now Tink is gonna allow me to fly.
What?
Hell yeah.
Dust. Bet you feel lighter now, don't you?
But, like, just hearing those theories is very interesting. Hell, even now, like, I'm trying to think of the one theory. It's not my own, but I don't remember the name of it, but I'm putting on my tinfoil hat. I don't believe we're the first intellectual evolved species on this planet.
Humans are the apex
humans right now are the apex predators. What I'm saying is millions of years ago. Because you gotta think, our structures are, devolving in thousands of years. If you let millions of years go by, there's nothing left. So we cannot be the first.
We're talking about some very fuck shit right now.
I wouldn't even say fuck shit. This is very philosophical.
Yeah, philosophical. On a fucking Kingdom Hearts stream.
On a Kingdom Hearts stream, of all things. Because I have enough liquor in me to where my brain is working on peak efficiency, but I had the buzz.
who's to say that? Who is to say that Kingdom Hearts isn't philosophical sometimes?
It is, but I don't believe we're the first apex, like the first true civilization building species.
Yeah.
I could go as far as to say the minerals we mine are the leftovers. Not saying these guys, like, whatever civilization happened prior was spacefaring. Maybe they got to the level we were at.
Maybe.
Right now.
Maybe, I don't know.
We don't know, because that's millions of years ago.
Yeah.
Because I refuse to believe that there weren't some sort of, like, intelligent beings in the dinosaur era.
Yeah.
You gotta think.
Oh god. Oh god. No. Swim! Swim! Swim, Ventus! Swim! Swim, Ventus! Oh my god!
My god!
Fuck him up! What do you mean? I was hanging on a pubic hair of life, my dude!
What do you
mean, fuck him up?
No retreat, only victory.
No, fuck off! I choose life! I choose life!
But like, you gotta think about it. It's just like, because even like, as much as I don't like listening to Joe Rogan's podcasts, they make me think.
I remember us talking about that at one point too, about fucking Joe Rogan. Shit, man.
Like,
I like the guy. I actually like the guy because
I actually like the guy. He makes a lot of sense to me.
And the thing is, I've known him before he even had like a podcast. I knew him when he was like a UFC.
I remember seeing him in UFC.
Yeah, UFC when he was the host of Fear Factor.
Well, he wasn't a ref. He was a commentator.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean. He
was in fucking Fear Factor.
Yeah.
But like.
And I remember when one of like the tough contestants tried to like fight him and all that, and he took him down so easily.
Oh, he was I don't remember which martial arts he practiced, but he just straight up could kick you, and you would feel it.
Oh yeah,
even at his age.
Yeah, he's one of those people that you don't want to fuck with.
Like
sorry.
Like, despite the conspiracy ones that I occasionally listen to, the ones I like to listen to are the UFC ones.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people that talk shit, like, oh, the calf kicks don't matter or whatever, he just goes, okay, let me kick you in the calf a few times. Next thing you know, you cannot support yourself, because that muscle tenses itself.
Yep. And I was about to say, like, I like to think of Joe Rogan as a Steven Seagal, but with a better personality, not narcissistic, and it's actually fucking threatening.
Like, Joe Rogan is rather humble.
He is. He's very humble. That's what I mean about the personality. Because I look at Steven Seagal and I'm like, dude, you are like the biggest narcissistic I've ever seen. I like feel bad for liking your old movies. And then fucking like Joe Rogan comes along and I'm like, this is the kind of guy you want to be.
Like, meanwhile, Joe Rogan over here just like, Tyson in his prime is a man you do not want to fuck with.
Nope.
Like, hell, even Tyson himself on a podcast says, like, even me at prime, I would not want to fuck with Muhammad Ali. This is coming from one of the most successful boxers of all time.
Yeah.
Like, I had to argue, Tyson was more successful than, Ali.
Yeah.
But...
I mean, shit, he even beat the shit out of the guy who pretty much was said to have ended Muhammad Ali's career. Yep. Was that George Floyd? Was that George Foreman, or...?
No. It was somebody else. I can't remember.
I can't remember either.
But, like... I have to give credit. Like, OG Tyson was a fucking animal.
He was.
Like, I still want to fuck with him.
No, I don't.
I prefer having all my teeth and whatever's attached to me. Because I am humble enough to look at something and go, I will not fight that.
I will not fight that, nope.
Despite what I do in video games.
Because that's video games. All this shit's happening behind a screen.
That's happening. There's no physical harm to me.
And that's kind of why I think that like shit talking is just a normal thing in video game community, because it's like, yeah, we're behind a screen. We don't really.
There's a disconnect.
There is a disconnect. Because like there's a reason why people would rather talk shit in video games and not, do shit in real life, because that's the disconnect. Because there are just people who know we can't do shit in real life. I like to honestly think that I'm one of those people who I don't really think I can do much in real life, because it's like, well, Cameron, aren't you a black belt in Taekwondo? I'm like, yes, but that just means I know. But the thing is that Taekwondo is more of a formal sport. It's not really like it'll help you in a life or death situation.
on the opposite side, I grew up with street fighting.
Yeah.
So we learned dirty shit.
Yeah. Because it's like at best I know how to fight. That's it at best.
What I was taught was you grab whatever you can in your hand and you start swinging.
Yep.
I was taught there's no honor in fighting. This is life or death.
Yep.
And so, fucking, that's just how I grew up.
Yeah. And
granted, you know, there was a certain standard. Like, if somebody were like, alright, they put their shit down, you gotta put your shit down too and fucking raise up.
And
like, there was a certain standard.
Yeah, and that's honestly why I saw martial arts as more of like a hobby thing to do, to just stay in shape. You know what I mean? Kind of like working out.
Even then, like some of the things, like somebody throws a right hand, you know, hook at you, you could preemptively to fucking do some shit.
Yeah, pretty much your like muscle memory will instinctively try to block it the correct way.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna ever talk shit about like all the fucking except for karate. Like once you start getting into the more serious shit, like taekwondo, jujitsu, all that type of shit.
Yeah, any kind of Chinese martial art.
Any type of Asian martial art, like there's a reason why, like especially in the UFC, like jujitsu protection, like people who use jujitsu, they get knocked out by tap out.
Yeah.
Well, they win by tap out.
Yeah.
Because they get him in a hold.
Yeah, jujitsu is all about takedowns.
And it's getting on the ground.
Yep.
And, you know, arguably a lot of people will have a lot of trouble getting off the ground. Somebody who knows a lot about jujitsu, they'll be able to be like, alright, you're on my element, bitch.
Yep, and Orochi's talking about how how his middle school and high schools were fight clubs. I can feel that sometimes. I've seen a couple of scraps at my school, but only rarely because I never cared about that shit. I'm like, I'm here for my fucking education. You guys want to fight? Go ahead. Because when I was in high school, I just decided to not give a shit about that stuff anymore.
But yeah, by the time of high school, I was too busy smoking pot. So
yeah, because like, of course, I was getting like hammered by bullying when I was in middle school. But it was at that point that I learned how to by high school I just learned how to deal with it and how to actually surround myself with people who not only like me, but also that the bullies did not want to fuck with. Because let me tell you right now, within like the first month of me being in my high school, I was friends with all the senior ROTC guys.
Yep.
No one who used to bully me in high school no one who used to bully me in middle school wanted to fuck with me anymore. Because there's this one asshole from my middle school who tried to mess with me when I was a freshman. All the ROTC guys got around me and got in his face. He backed the fuck up and never bothered me again after that, man.
That's precisely the point. Like, you know, I think I told you at one point in time, I was kind of a bully in elementary school because I was bigger than the rest of the kids.
Yeah. And then
but
all those other
middle school came around and I got karma.
Yeah, cause they all grew up and you were still kind of like.
I was short. I didn't hit my growth spurt, so I was still fucking tiny.
Yeah.
And so by freshman year started, I made friends with I guess I'll use his actual name. It was a kid. His name, his nickname was Ollie.
Okay.
And he was half white, half Samoan.
What's the weather like, Ollie? It's gonna rain!
Well, keep in mind, he kept the stocky frame while being 6 foot in 8th grade.
Oh my god.
This kid was a unit.
I bet!
Like, he had the full-on stocky frame. Like, his dad was like 5'5".
Yeah. Like,
stereotypical Samoan stocky frame. His mom was a white lady who was about 5'7".
Yep.
But like, I remember because we would sneak out and we'd go pick him up for house parties. Nobody would fuck with him.
Yeah.
Like, I remember one guy who tried to have an issue with him. He tried to pull a pocket knife out on him, but didn't
Oh, sorry, you're gonna get cut out for a moment. Hold up one second, because I'm just saving the game real quick, because I know you're in the middle of the story, and I know you get cut off when I'm saving for some stupid reason. The system does that. All right, you're good. Continue.
But so we were at this house party, and this guy had a problem with him. Well, he tried to pull a pocket knife and try to stab him. This dipshit didn't realize the blade wasn't out of the fucking thing. So he's just stabbing him with the handle. So at first, all he's panicking because he thinks he's getting stabbed. And then he looks and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" So me and the other guy that was with him looked and just see him just fucking get him on the ground, like with one hit.
Oh my god.
You gotta think, at this point, he grew a little too. So 6'2",
yeah,
at the same weight, he's getting that motherfucker on the ground.
Yep.
And of course, by the way I was taught fighting, there's no honor. You see one of your own getting jumped, you start fucking up whoever did it.
Oh yeah, it's the gang mentality.
It's gang mentality. So we fucked him up and we hauled ass out of that house because next thing you know, fucking, we hear people trying to get their pieces.
Yeah,
So we're like, alright, we're heading the fuck out of here. We hauled ass, jumped fences, all types of shit. And I used to do that on school days. I'd sneak out at like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and then get home till like 4.
Oh my god.
And then go to school at 7.
Oh!
Because we were doing all types of shit.
Hook. Sorry.
We were doing all types of shit. And just, that's why I'm glad I got it out of my system early, because I just kind of look at it now and I'm like, I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
Right now, Ali is I think he's still in the army. I think. I don't know. I haven't talked to him in probably about 2 years.
Yeah.
But I think he's still doing good for himself. I don't know about the other guy.
Okay.
But, yeah, like, when you just have because since, go doubling back, since I was around him, all the people that used to bully me in middle school backed off.
Yeah.
Because I was cool with him. There was a few times where they catch me on my own, but I think I told you the one time where the kid cut my hair.
Yep, and you bashed his face into the, Yep.
I bashed his face into the lunch table.
Yep, I remember.
I was suspended for quite a while. And that eventually went, okay, we don't fuck with that kid.
Yeah. But that, because honestly, you talking about suspension, that's honestly what got me on the right path to, fixing myself and my attitude problem, because I was getting sick of those kids who were bullying me, and I would act out because of it.
Well, you blow up.
I'd blow up, and then I'd get in trouble too, and of course, because it was a group of kids, they would all say the same thing, that they were like, "Oh, we didn't do anything, it was all Cameron," and I'm like,
bullshit.
Yeah, I'm like, bullshit, and it got to the point where I got in so much trouble that I got suspended for 10 days, and I actually had to go to a board meeting with my family, and that's when it got really serious. And so I had to get put into alternative education.
They threatened me with it. They wouldn't do it.
I actually had to get put into alternative education because they knew I was a good student, and they knew that I could do my work. It's just these kids were making it very difficult for me to do anything. So I got put into alternative education, which unfortunately also has some very bad eggs in there too, because there's one kid who ended up getting sent to freaking because there was one kid who got sent to the freaking to the delinquent center near where I am. And yeah, but it was actually there I was able to behave well, learn how to control my anger, and I was able to continue my school year without those stupid fuckers messing with me. And I don't even know what happened, but there were just some kids that I had a hard time with in middle school, mainly because I was just so on edge from most of the bullying that that I would just, like, react to anyone. I did not have a thick skin, so when people were just, you know, trying to joke with me and stuff like that, and I took it to heart, and I got pissed and upset, and I ended up making a couple of enemies, but who, thankfully, I ended up being cool with by the time high school came around, because that's when I calmed down, learned my lesson, and, you know, yeah, you know, just learned how to take a fucking
chill
joke
pill
at
and
that
just
point.
fucking, like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot like with the guys I work with now, because there are a lot of the old school guys in, like, a like, blue-collar field.
Yeah.
They don't hold back.
No.
So I learned very quickly, just like, if it bothers me, I'll just keep my fucking mouth shut. Like, at the end of the day, that's what they want to fucking say.
No,
and
yeah.
Hell, a lot of what they are, or who they are, rubbed off on me.
Oh, yeah, I could see that.
Like, it just... Like, my mom called me a boomer. And I'm like, okay, thanks, Mom.
Imagine your mom calling you a boomer. That's ridiculous.
It's just like, yeah, me and, you know, my daughter that can't stop panicking, and then here's my son who's a fucking boomer who just says it is what it is.
You do say that a lot, though.
I mean, like, what can you do?
What do you do? What can you do?
Like, really? Like, and fucking just... Like, really, in order to get through life, you have to have a thick skin.
Yeah.
You got to.
Yeah, and like, remember how I said that there were just some kids who I ended up just getting on bad terms with because I was so on edge during middle school? One of them happens to be my coworker, and me and him are cool now. And one time we even talked about at work about the time where I almost broke his wrist, and he pushed me down and I started crying and it got him in trouble. And I told him I'm very sorry about that. I just did not like, I was just picked on so much when I was in school. And he was like,
just get to a point.
Yeah, and he said that I was kind of a little shit when I was in middle school, and in my mind I'm like, I had my reason for being a little shit.
Well, like, you also gotta, like, being civil about it, you gotta think about their point of view as well. Just like,
yeah, and that's what I did.
Kind of, like,
no, yeah, and I get it.
It comes to a degree, keep in mind.
Fuck! Sorry, what?
Well, it comes to a degree when you have to be civil about it.
Yeah, and of course, in middle school, which students are ever civil, you know?
Oh, middle school it's just horrible.
We can all just agree that middle school just fucking sucks, dude.
I don't ever want to ever fuck with a middle school. Fuck that. Like, at least with high school, you got, like, a mix of everybody who's, like, at the stages of grown up.
Yeah.
Because I could probably deal with a lot of the stoners and a lot of the fucking wannabe gangbangers.
Yeah.
But, like, when I moved to Kansas, I guess my name stuck for some reason. So I was, like, on the upper echelons of the school's hierarchy, social hierarchy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, because when I came from North Carolina, I was bottom in the end. I was fucking doing all types of shit.
Yeah.
People knew what I was doing. I was making money on the side, doing whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
I had issues going up from elementary school up all the way to high school. Got to Kansas, fresh new start, and they're just like, I don't know. Like, people I never met knew who the fuck I was. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't, like, granted, I'm very bad with, like, I can remember faces, but not names.
Yeah.
So I'm like, who the fuck are you? And so eventually it devolved into, I just hang around the outcasts at the school.
Yeah.
It's funny enough, the funniest shit would happen around them. So I just sit there and just, like, wait for the funniest shit to happen. Like in our friend group, that's where I met my, my best friend Tom.
Yeah.
Because, like, he was up there with me on the social echelon, but, like, I don't think I'm joking when I said God split us into two different beings.
Yeah.
And he got all the charismatic, smart part of that, and I got the more violent, straight face type shit.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, because I remember I went to his house for the first time to play, like, fucking, I don't remember what we were playing, maybe Budokai 3, that was on the PlayStation, like the remaster or whatever.
Yeah.
His mom ran the house just like my mom. I swear to God. Like, what was flipped was he was the firstborn and his sister was the second. So it was flipped for me, for me. But, like, his dad had motorcycle shit all over the place.
Yeah.
I was like, I looked at him as soon as we got to his room and I was like, this is exactly like my fucking house, I swear to Christ. So that's probably why we hit it off so fucking well. Because it was like, legit, we're two separate, like, we're technically two separate beings, but it's like, we're the same person.
Yeah, I get that.
Like, even though, like, nowadays, unfortunately his political views differentiate between what I view.
Yeah.
But he's willing to listen to me and why I think that. And, I sit there and listen to why he thinks that.
Mm-hmm.
And that's rare, especially since, I'm a white dude, he's a black dude.
Yeah, I know, right? It's strange how shit like that can happen.
But, like, I remember, like, prom came around, and, his mom dropped him off at my house. We live on base.
Let's go!
Let's get it!
Sorry, that took me a bit.
Well, we're talking.
Yeah.
But, like, his mom and my dad had the same thing when we're a fucking rubber.
Oh.
I just kind of, we both looked at each other, and I just kind of gave him the look like, I swear to Christ, our families are the same, except yours is black and mine's white. Like, I swear to Christ.
Oh my God.
Like, I don't, like, there's only one other person I talked to from then, and that's the girl I dated.
Yep.
Which is every now and then, but, like, Ton, he's just one of those, I have, like,
How come it's empty?
he's gonna be the best man at my wedding.
Yeah.
If I ever have one, which is probably never.
Yeah.
But, like, I'll definitely, he definitely got the more charismatic, he had a very bad, he still does, but he flirts without thinking. Because it just comes so naturally to him.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, I can, keep my mouth shut and mind my own fucking business.
Yeah, no, I get that.
So, like, that's why we we think that God split us into two beings. Like,
yeah, that's fucking life for you.
Yeah, and funny enough, he's a year and a half older than me.
Oh my lord.
You sure you want to part with something?
Because he was, well, his parents put him in school later.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Ooh, Ventus, I wouldn't say that too early if I were you, man. He's like, our best memories are just up ahead. Yeah! Wait, how does this game end again?
Horribly.
Tara's like, fuck! Aqua's like, fuck! Ventus is like...
But, like, it just, like, I got lucky, because, funny enough, my dad met somebody of a similar ilk when he was in high school.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Hold on, Yusuf is like, where is Ben hiding that giant wooden keyblade of his? He just whipped it out of his ass. It's like JRPG logics.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
The person checking his prostate might want to worry about it.
His proctology.
His proctologist might want to worry about it.
Don't worry, man. No matter where that light
but like,
then I'll always have
I do believe in a sense of fate.
Yeah.
If we're being honest, like, I believe certain things fall in line. Whatever your parents did, certain things are gonna line up.
Yeah. And
they may not
recreate
the same, but what's up?
I'll talk about my variation of faith when you get your point.
Well, like, basically, like,
the king must be pretty,
you know, I met that one girl in high school, and I figured, you know, my mom and dad met in high school, and they got married shortly after, so I'll finish this, and my dad had a best friend in high school.
Mm-hmm.
I figured the same pattern, but it didn't quite work out the same way.
No.
Like, you know, I think there's variations. It just works like that, you know?
Yeah.
But as you know, go on with your point.
Yeah, well, no, I definitely believe in fate, because my best friend, Angel, she's the reason why I believe in fate. Because let me tell you this, me and her first met each other when we were in kindergarten. And we knew about each other. We did not hang around each other until 4th grade, because, you know how, because in elementary school, our classes all had, like, you know, assigned tables.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing was that I did not like any of the people at my table. So I asked the teacher if I could just go sit off somewhere else. And they were just like, alright, go sit at one of the empty tables. Well, go sit at one of, like, you know, the not-so-crowded tables. There's this one other girl who was there. It was fucking Angel. Me and her talked. And you want to know what me and her bonded over? At the moment, my favorite animated movie of all time was Emperor's New Groove. She loved Emperor's New Groove. And we both loved it so much. We were reciting the entirety of Yzma and Kronk's lines by heart with each other.
Okay, I'm gonna stop you right there. I hate that me, my mom, and my sister could do that. So that explains a lot of why I'm here.
That's how me and... Yeah, but no, that's how me and Angel became friends. And the thing was that, of course, when we graduated from elementary school, we went to different middle schools. And we didn't see each other until high school, but we couldn't even hang out that much in high school, because eventually she stopped going to the high school, got homeschooled, and then immediately went to community college, where I never saw her again for years. And remember how I said that I was friends with a bunch of ROTC seniors when I was in high school?
Yeah.
Well, one of those I became really good friends with. And he ended up going to community college too. Guess who he ended up making friends with at community college, and I ended up reuniting with?
Girl!
Yes! Yes! He became friends with Angel, and I reunited with her.
Sure. That's what
I'm like, it's times like these where I believe there's a fucking God.
I ran into Mickey.
Exactly.
And why I believe there is such thing as fate sometimes. Because God is just like, you are going to be best friends with this girl, whether you like it or not. And I'm like, well, I like it. And he's like, good. Like, yeah.
Well, double back to me.
What's this if you kind of cut off for a moment?
Yes, I can.
Hello, Tissif?
You headset for disconnecting. That's how I feel about me and Ton, except the opposite. Like, I feel like, you know, God did his thing and went, alright, you'll be two whatever.
Yeah.
And it split us apart. And so, eventually an angel comes up and goes, hey, God, you know, you remember that one person you split apart? He's like, yeah, what about him? Well, yeah, the two halves currently met in fucking Kansas. And he went, excuse me? Because, like, despite our friendship, a ton of shit went down.
Yeah.
Like, trying to break us, and it like, evolved into this fucking I will fight hell next to you. Doesn't matter if it's the most horrid demon. I will fight hell next to you. Type shit.
Yep. No, that's exactly how I feel about Angel. Me and her have had plenty of ups and downs, but me and her have always found a way to patch things up in the end.
Like, it's kind of like me and Tan know not to step on each other's toes.
Yeah, same with me and Mickey, because both me and her know that me and her have some pretty fucked up mental shit going on sometimes. And like there are times where, like, when she's very down and I'm also very down, I try not to dump it on her, because that's what kind of got me and her into one of our that's kind of what got me and her into one of our downs.
Mm-hmm.
And we both just learned, yeah, we're just gonna be a lot more thoughtful of each other's current state of mind and act accordingly. And I don't want to cut these conversations short, because it's funny how we're having these things again during Kingdom Hearts streams, but like it has been going on for 3 hours now, and I do want to end the stream at some point.
I mean, you do what you gotta do.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off right now, because we literally just finished off the rest of the worlds in this session, and I can already tell right now I am very underleveled for what I am about to face in the Badlands.
So a little bit of grinding.
Yeah, I definitely think I'm gonna do a lot of grinding off stream. So yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and end this right here. And I really do hope that you guys enjoyed fucking me and Tissip just rattling off about shit while we were going through this story.
Some semi-personal shit.
Semi-personal shit that we're just like, it's alright, I only have 79 subscribers.
We'll only deal with that when you start making numbers.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and say I hope you guys really enjoyed this session of our stream. We'll try and continue this next week, hopefully, if stuff doesn't come up. And we'll see you all until next time. Later, guys!